Checkity check. Always takes me a few extra minutes, Monster Pete, because I have to start it on OBS to send to Twitch, and then I have to make adjustments in YouTube, so it usually lags a few minutes behind. I wish there was a better way, but there really isn't. Sound weird, have reverb. Okay. Well, great. That's what I was hoping for today, was some trouble. Thank God. An echo. Okay, echo is probably because I have a window open somewhere that's pushing things back to the stream. I think I may know what the problem is this time. Let's see if I can. Odnar, thank you for that sub. Let me change this just to stream and take this off. Is that better? Can you hear me now? With one audio? Perfect. Okay. Yeah, ironically, I fixed something on Friday or Saturday that ended up causing problems to the adjustments I had made prior on OBS. It's an ever-growing, ever-ongoing issue. 1 second, let me get the YouTube chat set up over docs, custom browser docs. If I had, like 30 more hours in a day, I could get all this always fixed and running, but got to do it here, live. All right, let's do it. Hopefully we're good. Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy NFTuesday. What's happening? How's everybody? How was your weekend? Everybody recover from the insane fun that was NFtopia? I hope you're all having a good. Hey, Odnar. Message. No, I didn't see anything. Where did you send a message, sir? Wait, I think I did see your name pop up over the weekend, and I told myself I got to get back and look for... Where did I see that? I thought I saw something pop up over the weekend. You're right. I'm sorry, Odnar. It was a crazy weekend with NFtopia and just other life, and I did not get to all my messages. I'm so sorry if I missed something from you. Happy to look at it after the stream today, if that'll be okay. What's up, Buzz King? What's up, Misty? Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a mod. I appreciate you. What's up, Tarjir and Puma? What's up, Liz, over on YouTube, along with Monster Pete. If you guys don't know, you can watch my stream. Hype Train! You can watch my stream on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you for that, Jason Grossinator Prime. 45 months. Jason, did you have a good time at C2E2? I didn't get a recap from you afterwards. Odnar, thank you for that tier 1 sub, 31 months. Punk, thank you for that prime, 41 months. And that puts us on a hype train. Right now, let me get captions going. We are at a level 193%. The hype train moves forward with your subs, gifted subs, and or bits, which is like a small tip that you can do. I think you can buy bits for like $0.50 a piece. You can give me any amount. And I get a penny of that, something like that. I don't know the exact amount. But if you want to push the hype train forward, I would appreciate it. Usually right at the beginning of the stream is our best opportunity. And then if we can complete a level 4 hype train, level 4, at 100% or more, I'll give everybody here 300 or more Sully bucks. We'll go up 300 or more. We'll keep going up. We got Cutie Beck here. Thank you, Cutie Beck, for being here. We got TB Melios over on YouTube. We got TB420 on Twitch. We got Monster Pete. Thank you, Monster Pete. I don't know if you heard me before, but I was saying it will always be a delay. If I'm not on YouTube within 5 minutes of starting over on Twitch, then please alert me. But I'm pretty good now at getting them both going unless there's a technical error. What's up, Funko Fan 34? How are you, my friend? If you guys are looking for any more Funko content here on Twitch, please be sure you're watching Funko Fan 34. Not only is he a Funko fan, duh, it's in the name, also a gamer. He and his wife are on stream a lot. They're Disney fans as well, just like we are. More so, he just got back from a Disney trip, and he just he creates great, positive, family-friendly content. In fact, Funko Fan 34, I need to message you about something for next week. Keep your eyes on the Twitter. I may send you a message here after stream today. I have an idea. Punked, thank you for that Prime sub. Cal Laird, what's up? Welcome. Walking Miracle. Audio is the double part, question mark, like 1 million. Spawn 2020, what's up? How are you now? Autumn's Toys. P. King says if there were more hours in a day, I'd sleep through them. Yeah, Kelly made a comment over the weekend. She goes, if I could only have like 36 hours a day. I was like, well, then you would stuff 38 hours of stuff into the 36 hours because that's just what we do. Robert GP, how are you now? Had a great weekend. NFTopia was a blast. I agree. Pop Paragon, 1,000,000%. I had a great time with it. I know some folks had some technical difficulties, but you know what? The platform is an enhancement over what they've had in the past, and I think the content was great. I think having a booth space was great. I wish I had committed to do more, and schedule allowing, depending on when the next NFTopia is, I definitely would like to do AMAs and maybe even help Consumer Breakout with some panels and stuff, or beyond some panels. I love podcasting and talking. I think there's an opportunity there, and I'd like to be more a part of it. I told Jungle Bry over the weekend, because we went and saw Fall Guy, I was like, hey man, you should do NFTopia. And he's like, oh really? Because I looked at it before and I wasn't sure, and I was like, absolutely do it. Not only did I get a lot of new people that came by the booth and asked great questions, learned some things, made some good contacts on some problems I've been having, but I came back to Twitch today to see new follows from Emmy1869, Fries18, Pingyo1585, Eknerp26, Naughty12, spelled Nahte, Zordo, Block Artwave, Hoddle Rocket, who came by the booth, Fugazi, and more. So, to get some new Twitch followers is also awesome. Punk says, loved all the new NFTs. Thank you. I'll have to show you guys the new NFTs today. For those of you maybe didn't make it. Twitch Whisper and email, but after is okay. Okay. I didn't see it on Twitch. I just looked. Did I somehow miss it because this weekend, I'm not trying to make excuses, but they are excuses. It was a lot going on. I'll look back. I'm looking right now. Did I miss? There's Caleb. You guys know Caleb Michael on Pez Sunday on Twitter? He messaged me and said he's coming up to Funko HQ maybe next month. And I'm going to make an opportunity to go up there and meet with him. I think that kid's just great. I love the content he creates. I love his positive attitude. And we've kind of interacted over the years, but I'd like to meet him and his family, so I may go up to HQ. Who knows? Maybe we'll even stream from there. Yeah, Odnar, I don't see it, man. This is weird. But you said you also sent it on email. I'll look on email then. I don't know how I missed that one either. Weird. Misty said, please go over to YouTube and give Sully a like. If you guys don't mind, I would appreciate it. Then Misty said, wait, if I buy 500 bits, you only earn 1 cent? No, I said you buy a bit for 1.50 pennies. And then when you give it, I think that's about what you pay. So, like, if you buy 500 bits, what's that cost you? And then for each bit you give me, I believe I get paid a penny. I don't know exactly when you buy them, I don't know exactly how much they cost you, because I think the more you buy, the cheaper they are. I could be wrong. I haven't bought bits in forever. Funko Fan 34 says, doing great. Sorry, I'm behind on the chat. I'm doing good too, man. I had a very busy but fulfilling weekend. Lots of work done. In fact, yesterday, Monday, I was supposed to be getting work done all day and had a real hard time. And I was like, why am I not motivated to do things today? Oh, yeah, because I worked another 12 hours over the weekend during NFTopia. And nothing compared to, like, I'm not complaining. The consumer break of NFTopia, huge shout out to him. I need to do this on Twitter too, on a wonderful weekend packed with content. I bet he's in a coma right now, so send flowers to the hospital. That guy worked like Mike at Fun Days, or Mike Becker at SDCC. He was just killing it over the weekend. What's up, Papa Duo? There's another great content creator right there. Papa Duo, you guys don't know, amazing couple. I had the chance to meet them up in Shelby Township, Michigan at My Pops. If you don't already follow the Poppin' Duo on YouTube, click on their name. Well, I guess you can't because they're in Twitch. But look up the Poppin' Duo. You see their name here on Twitch, and give them a follow. And you know what? When you see their content, which is family friendly, positive, and entertaining, interact with it, like it, subscribe to the channel, share it with people. For some reason, I don't want to go on a soapbox too early on the stream here. For some reason, the negative content created by accounts or the leaks seem to get a whole lot of play, but the positive stuff is left kind of just like, oh, cool. Well, why do we do that? Why don't we gotta lift up the things that we like? Pop Paragon says they need a lot more support. So much on just a few people putting that all together. I agree. Maybe we as a community can step in and help with some of the responsibilities there at NFTopia. And I'd like to have a bigger booth down on the floor next time. I don't know how much that costs, but I'll look into it. FunkoFan34 gifted a tier 1 sub to Nostalgia Corp. I missed it. I'm sorry. Thank you, FunkoFan34. We are at level 2 Hype Train 22%. There you go. Poppin' Duos over on YouTube. Make sure you click that name, subscribe to their channel, and go watch, like, I don't know, a minimum 50 of their videos all the way through. Comment on every one of them how amazing the content is, and give it a thumbs up. That's the bare minimum you can do today. You got time. You do it. You got time. We're at Hype Train level 2, 22%, with a minute 11 to go. We need a little help. Any subs, gifted subs, or bits, we'll push that forward. If we can get level 4 completed 100% or more, I'll give everybody here, what did I say, 300 Sully bucks? Let's make it 400. 400 Sully bucks. Oddnar, email and IG. Oh, IG as well. Like, how did I miss it all, Oddnar? I'm pathetic. I'm sorry. 500 bits is $7.99. I think, so you pay $8. That's even worse than I thought ratio. I think you give me 500 bits, I get $5. That's not a good ratio. But then, you know, Twitch has got to make its money. I'm not faulting them for it. Some people will be like, oh, we should get all the money. Well, then how would there be a Twitch platform? We have to pay for that. That's part of what happens here. So, maybe not the best ratio, but I still appreciate every bit, and it helps with the hype train, stuff like that. Tanner, what's up, man? I'm sorry I missed you in Fortnite over the weekend and yesterday. Every time I was on and I would see something from you, I was about to jump off like one game later, so I apologize. We didn't get to team up, but Nadu6 said Consumer Break was a machine. He nearly did a 24-hour stream on the last day after not sleeping, but maybe like one night's worth of sleep in a week. That's insane. All right, no completed hype train, but thank you guys for the 4 subs, the gifted subs. I appreciate it. Had so much fun at NFTopia. Nice to see everyone in great stream session as always. So, thank you, Funko Addict Tech. I love your always positive attitude. You guys, seriously, I need to do it too. Let's send out some tweets. We'll do one here on stream. Remind me in a minute. Once we say hello to everybody. We need to do thank you NFTopia tweet. A bunch of tweets and say thank you Consumer Break and Puzzled Puzzler, and there's numerous people I will forget to name, but let's say thank you, great job, can't wait for NFTopia 5. We need to make that happen because we don't do enough as a whole, as the community. We don't do enough positive content, and I think we need to do it more. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying that's something we could all do better, I think. FunkoFan34 gave Poppin' Duo a follow. You won't be disappointed. I'm glad. Thank you. It's Tuesday. I'm already exhausted. 4th curator. Oh, no. What's up, Miss Fancy Cherry? What's up, Jace? P. King said if anyone knows what's a stream takeover. I'm seeing that in front of the video. It's got pictures of Lego Star Wars characters and says I should collect Fortnite items. So I had the overlay on for the Fortnite special event that happened over the weekend for Star Wars Day. And basically what it meant was, and I thought this would only be on while I was playing Fortnite. It doesn't say Fortnite right now in the stream, does it? Because I adjusted this. But anyway, while I'm playing Fortnite, you guys could watch, and there would be an F over on the side of the screen. You could click on it. You could link your Twitch account to your Epic account, and then every once in a while, a little yellow box would appear with an icon in it. You could collect all 14, which took me like I was working and watching streams, like a total of like 6 hours of watching streams. I finally got it all done. That could have just been dumb luck because I collected some of those icons or avatars like 10 times before I finally got the bowcaster from Chewie, which was the hardest one. And now when I go into Fortnite, which we may do later today, I have a cool Star Wars wallpaper that you had to earn, which I love that kind of stuff. You know, especially if one day they're like, you know what, we're going to make these NFTs. And then there's like just a handful of people to have them. And Twitch has to make a ton from ad revenue. According to Clancy, I think it's John Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, or president, I don't remember exactly what his title is, but he's in charge. Twitch is not a very profitable business. It is part of Amazon. They are making changes all the time, but they basically, and I thought this, and it was confirmed in an interview he did with Harris Heller, another great content creator for us streamers. It was confirmed. I've got a budget. This is Clancy. I've got a budget. I can't spend that much. We need to make things happen via the content creation and some changes in the background to make it profitable again, and then we'll work on making sure that our creators get paid for that. But it's a business first and foremost, so that's why I'm not really complaining when they take a big chunk out of stuff, as long as people continue to engage and use Twitch. About my only complaint is, why is my audience not growing? But maybe that's on me. Pop and Duo says, always appreciate it. Big charity auction next Saturday to benefit the Ronald McDonald House. Oh, that's awesome. I won't be able to make it, but you guys please follow up with Pop and Duo. I'll retweet, repost anything I can. We love our charity stuff. I think I saw something about that. Did you guys get probably some Funko product? Some donations or something? What's up, Viraman? How you doing? Viraman? I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. Nadu says, I was running around the event floor yesterday doing all the NFTopia achievements. So many prizes you can win, and also gave some time to see projects further, since 3 days is just not enough with all the events going on each day. Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot to see. Missy said, Sully, your NFTopia free NFT post is still showing up. Oh, okay. Thank you. Luckily, I think I put only valid on a certain date. If you fill out the form after the date, won't do you any good. You're not going to get anything out of it. Sorry. I got to send Stream Elements a note to say, can we put, for some of these posts, when we make a timer, that's what it's called, can we make it have an expiry date, an expiration date? Turn that off. Because I always am like, yeah, you know what? When I'm getting ready I'm going to remember to do that. And then I have remembered like twice ever. Maybe twice ever. There you go. Pop Paragon says, I have a staff list on my current Twitter post. Oh, okay, Pop Paragon. Cool. I do not see the F. Oh, what? What? FunkoFan34 says, I'll stay activated on stream until you deactivate it. I didn't even know it was a thing, so I'm collecting like mad right now. Oh, cool. Yeah, it was, I saw a lot of people. I was watching a couple of like famous, like FaZe Clan Fortnite streamers over the weekend when none of our friends were on, and I was collecting those. You got to click on them, and then usually they'll pop up in one place, and if you don't see it, it'll pop up in another place. But you got to get all 14. You can expand on this side, I think. You can expand the F. You can click on it. You can see the checklist of what all you got to accumulate. But then there's a stream takeover thing, and I have no idea, even after watching hours of other streamers. All of them also said, I have no idea how this works. So, you got me. Nikki K, what's happening? Thank you for the interaction on Twitter over the weekend. I appreciate it. I got all of them via you and Super Gen streams. Nice, Walking Miracle. No Fortnite listed shown. You just have that overlay on right now only. Weird. Nadu, I was just talking with Kelly about this shirt over the weekend. We are going to get it up after this weekend, hopefully. We're going to make that a priority to get this posted so that if anybody wants it for SDCC, they'll be able to have it in plenty of time. Ghost Cat Joypad, hey man, it's been a minute. How are you now? Welcome. I hope things are going well. I haven't seen your name pop up when I've been on Twitch lately, but maybe I've just been missing it. If you've still been streaming, I hope everything's going well. Prince Paradox, what's going on? How are you now? Welcome back. Callard says, I was just checking out my Fortnite locker. I currently have 414 skins. Don't know if that is a good thing. Now, if somebody offered you everything you paid for all those skins back, would you take it? Monster Pete says he'll be there at the Pop and Duo stream for the Ronald McDonald House charity. Awesome. Spread the word, too. Don't just be there. That's amazing. Thank you. But spread the word. Go to your Twitter. Go to your Instagram. Go to your family. Send out emails, Facebook, whatever you got to do. Tell everybody about it. Let's raise money for the Ronald McDonald House. Nikki K wants one of the shirts. I can explain the takeover thing, but it would be a lengthy message. Well, I'm probably not going to be doing anything with it today. We may play some Fortnite again. I didn't know when that was going to end, so I was like stressing Sunday about getting all of the things on the screen. I'm sure I could have read somewhere when that was going to end, but I didn't. And then yesterday I had plenty of time to get them. I was just missing that bowcaster. That was the toughest one for me. I don't know if everybody had like the Monopoly pieces back at McDonald's back in the day. I don't know if everybody had that one that was the struggle, or if we each had our own struggles, or if some of y'all just got it like instantly. Callard says, you would not believe how little I spent. I'm a founder for Save the World and get over 500 V-Bucks a week by playing. That's so cool. Wow. Yeah, that's good then, Chuck. That's awesome. I really hope they make them NFTs one day, and then you can turn around and sell them and make a boatload. That'll be your Bitcoin. Ghost Cat says, I've been busy trying to build my own project, but still streaming. I try my best to support my fellow creators, though. Me too. I appreciate that, Ghost Cat. You're a good one. You're one of the good ones. Park Place or Boardwalk was always nearly impossible, right? You know about that McDonald's monopoly. Speaking of charity, Extra Life logo soon. Yes, we need to. I think we did it April or May of last year. So maybe towards the end of this month, we can work on that. We'll maybe do some work on stream. It is a struggle, I'm not going to lie, to do design work with the stream watching, because I have certain things I want to do and how I approach it, and then I get feedback, and occasionally it's some really good feedback. But I find designing on my own time's a little better. Maybe we'll finish it up on stream or something. I don't know. But if you guys see anything that you think is good inspiration for Extra Life, either Extra Life posts, logos, colors, designs, whatever. For those of you who are not familiar, we do have some new faces. Every year we do Extra Life, which is raising money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Extra Life is a layer above that, so gamers can go on and you can do board games, tabletop games, or digital games, Fortnite, stuff like that, and raise money for Extra Life. One of the things that we do every year is we create our own logo, and then those logos become stickers, sometimes shirts, things like that. Enamel pins this past year. I think I have some of the logos here. These are the most recent ones, anyway. This past year, we did a design based on their logo, using our new NU logo that you see up in the corner there. So that was the 2023 logo. And then we made some variants. So one of the variants was the holographic. Had a glow-in-the-dark variant there, which appeared really nicely. You can see a little bit of the glow there. If I turn the lights off, it'll be way better, but beautiful glow on those. And we made enamel pins, which I don't think I have one handy. I need to get it on my lanyard for STCC this year, but I got that somewhere. But we've done one every year, and we'll continue to do another one this year. This will be our fifth. This is 5? This is 5. Where'd my Post-it note go? This will be 5. This is going to have to be a very special year then, because 5 is my lucky number. First year, we raised $49,000. Our second year, we raised $67,000. Our third year, we raised $46,600. Last year, a little off, we raised $26,000. But in total, over 4 years, we've raised $188,823 via the Nerd Unite community. And if anybody here is interested in participating on that, if you have not before, we've got a team put together here for 2024. Clint has already done some tabletop gaming with the Dorksman to get out and raise some money. If you want to be on the team this year, you'll have to reach out to me. Last year I had it opened up where anybody could join, and we had a bunch of people that joined and then did nothing. And that's not okay. We need people that are going to commit to it and are going to work on it. You can sell cookies at work or at school. You can go sell lemonade on the side of the road. You can make your own stuff. Don't use my logo without permission. And sell it to raise money. You can stream. You can send emails, whatever you want to do to raise money. And it goes all the way through the end of the year, to the end of December. And I always say I want to do this earlier, hopefully this summer. which is like in a month or two. I'll reach out to everybody from Mike Becker to Turtle Beach to El Gato to you name it. I'll reach out to all the companies we can think of and say, hey, we're doing this thing. Can you give me product? We're going to give it away. And every year we've had amazing stuff. Every year I've given away like probably 10 grand worth of product prizes. We've had a ton of stuff from Mike Becker directly, not from Funko. They've not supported it, but Mike has. From Handmade by Robots, from Turtle Beach, from Rocat, from in the community. We've had a lot of support. Like the first year, Odnar sent a ton of cool stuff. He's always protected us, always provided as well. It's so much fun. Schlo, the artist, has always donated. Sune, Priscilla has always donated. Just so much cool stuff. And we will do it again this year. As long as I am on this planet, I think we will continue to do Extra Life in some way, shape, or form and raise money. So if you're interested, think about it. Reach out. Maybe send me a Twitter or DM's probably the best way. Although somehow I missed Odnar's, but send it to me, and I will tell you maybe a little more detail. Or if you're saying, look, I'm in. I'm going to raise $1,000 at least this year. That's my goal. Well, then let's go. You don't need to know much more. Welsh Dan NFT, Welsh Duh NFT. How are you now? Welcome. Let's do a quick tweet to say thank you to NFTopia and Consumer Break and the gang for what they did over the weekend. I would like to set an example here, and I'd like you guys to follow suit, either sharing this and putting your own comments in or whatever. Pop Paragon says he just tagged a bunch of people. Let's go see what we got over here. Oh, there you go, Allie. That'd be a great way. Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe because you have the little controllers and stuff, which are similar to some of the Extra Life elements. Maybe you could do something with that. This is fantastic. Pop Paragon Twitchy Tides did a post that said, huge shout out to the NFTopia for making NFTopia 4 a success. For many creators on Wax, tag Consumer Break, Waffles Kitty, Queen Christilla, Puzzled Puzzler, the NFTopia staff. This is great. I'm just gonna piggyback on this, and I recommend you guys do that as well. Second this and thank you. Well, thank you. What would you call it? Not hosts. The amazing team behind NFTopia. It's the NFTopia, I believe, which I cannot stand when it makes it all lowercase. To the amazing team behind NFTopia, all the content creators and attendees, thank you. Oh, wait. It was a fantastic weekend, and I cannot wait for NFTopia 5. Oh, 5. Fantastic. Nerds Unite. Maybe not and. Second this. Thank you to the amazing team behind the NFTopia. All the content creators and attendees. It was a fantastic weekend, and I cannot wait for NFTopia 5. Facilitators? I think the team behind. I like that, B King, but I've worded it out. If anyone did get a chance to go to the NFTopia over the weekend, you can still go all this week. Yeah, I was about to comment on that. I actually have a message from Puzzled Puzzler, who worked their tail off over the weekend. A reminder for Twitch viewers, Puzzled Puzzler said, Funko giveaways will be open until Sunday, May 12th. You can go to the main hall, the beach hall, the mountain hall, or the drops gallery. There are different giveaways in different spots. I did not realize this, so I may need to go back in and enter some more. Main hall, you can win the actual Freddy Funko as Spike from My Little Pony Series 1. They have the physical pop in hand. They'll mail it to the winner. Beach ball, you can enter to win a Harry Potter premium pack. That's worth like $110. Let's go. And a Transformers premium pack. Mountain Hall, they have a Star Trek TNG and an April Fool's premium pack to give away. Drops Gallery, they've got a Fantastic Plastic and a My Little Pony Series 2 premium pack to give away. You go in, you click on the screen, you fill out a form, you're done. It's super simple. So you guys go in there into NFTopia. I've shared the link a million times over the weekend. It's nftopia.weebly.com. No, I did not get into all the areas. I was busy doing so many things over the weekend, but I'll get back in there. Ghost Cat said, so for the Dino event, you have other collaborations to give away various product to your chat? The Dono event. So the way Ghost Cat, the way that it's worked for me in the past is like, I have all those companies send in product, and I do work with other content creators like my friend Priscilla. I've been trying to get our friend Reese O'Brien to do something for years, and we've always just missed each other. I hope we can. But long story short, Skunky Chunks, Mr. Tufu helped this last year as well. Everybody sends me stuff, and then I find ways to distribute it. But we do things like, hey, donate, and if you donate at least $10 or more, you're eligible to win any and all of these prizes. Any of these prizes. If you donate over $50 in total, you're eligible to win this pool of prizes. All the way down to, we've given away Nintendo Switch, VR headset, stuff like that, where if you donated over $100, but that's in total over the year. So we'll also do stuff like, hey, I'm going to be streaming for 24 hours on this date or 8 hours on this date, and we're going to have a raid, a stream raid go on for the whole weekend or something. During my stream, during these couple hours, if you donate $3.14 or whatever weird amount we come up with, you get a free NFT. Did that last year. So does Sune. Priscilla has done some stuff like that. Some of our other content creators, our friend Savage has created some art, some stickers, and thank you cards or cards, and done buy from her. She donates all the profit. There's a ton of ways, but I don't keep any of the product for myself. It is all given away. We do auctions. A lot of the stuff Mike Becker sends me is like signed pops from him, or wacky wobblers, or protos, or all kinds of really cool stuff that helps raise thousands of dollars that we donate all the money made. I don't keep anything. I sell the stickers. I don't keep anything. All that money gets donated. And I don't have it all mapped out yet. And every year it's going to fluctuate a little bit based on the amount of free time I have, the amount of money I have myself to invest into things, the amount of people, the different people that are on board. It fluctuates every year, but I am very transparent with the way everything works because I want everybody to know this is not some scam. If you've been watching Palm Royale on Apple TV, they do an event, the beach ball, and it's just a scam for them to keep their own money. Well, this ain't no beach ball. Welsh Dan said they'll also ship worldwide. I assume you're talking about on the Funko Limited Edition Funko Pop Freddy Funko Spike My Little Pony Series 1. That's the way it's worded on my screen. Maybe we can chat and I can give you some of my merch that you can give. That would be fantastic. Absolutely, Ghost Cat. The thing I've really tried to do the last few years, and this is not, because I don't know what your product is, I am not talking any kind of smack about it or trying to devalue what it is. I'm just going to say in general, trying to make quality over quantity. So it's great to get 10 of something that's worth a couple of bucks to give away. Problem being, now I got to ship to 10 people. All that shipping comes out of the donation. So instead of doing that, what I'm asking people to do is donate something valuable or maybe even a prize pack. And instead of having 10 winners, we have 1 or 2. That way, instead of wasting $10 here and $20 there on shipping, we have 1 winner for a bigger item, and that's 1 shipping cost, because all that shipping can eat up our donations, and we don't want to do that. Falconer said, found out that the admin's voices did override other people speaking. That's some feedback I'm going to provide them, as they were speaking over you while you presented. I thought it was my problem. Never would have blamed them. Also, keep in mind, they're learning every time. If you have any kind of feedback about the quality or your experience or anything like that, keep it positive and professional, especially if you're part of the Nerds Unite community, to represent us as a whole. There were some comments made over the weekend that were quite harsh. And I'm not pointing anybody out. I'm just saying in general, keep it positive. I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. No reason to out anybody or say anything negative. If you had a struggle, word it in, hey, I enjoyed the weekend, but this was something that caused me a bit of grief, and maybe for next year it gets better. Let's keep that kind of voice when we're talking. Don't tell anybody what you did was crap or the platform was crap or anything like that. Let's not do that. I got the sweet Rocat mouse last year. I know, right? St. Keith, am I using a Rocat? No. I do have one that I like, though, but I don't use wireless mice because of I usually have communication issues with that wireless signal, but I use the Rocat keyboard, and I love it. Then my brother won. I ended up keeping it because shipping to him was brutal. What's up, Mindy? How are you? Funko Lover 30. Phantom Menace made a bit of money over the weekend. You know, I think that's cool to do re-releases, but I wanted to see something new, and I saw Fall Guy, and I loved it. Loved it. I think you guys should go see it. It was a lot of fun, a lot of good action, a lot of good stunts, very funny. I thought it was probably one of, what's his name? I just blanked on the actor. How am I going to do that after talking about him all? Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling. I think Ryan Gosling that was probably his best role ever, in my opinion. I want to see more of those movies. Prince Paradox says, Sully, if you think the community would be interested in them, I'll go to my Funko chest and send you photos. Awesome, Prince Paradox. Give me a little time. We're not quite ready for that yet, but we will be soon, and we'll talk about it on stream. So pull that together, get your photos set. Let's reconvene in like a few weeks, because I've got a busy couple weeks coming up. Ghost Cat said, oh, for sure, I feel that. So I have embroidered hoodies on my... Oh, cool. Oh, that's amazing, Ghost Cat. Yes, that's awesome. I love it. Matt gifted you that keyboard. Exactly. Fall Guy was great. I want to see more Ryan Gosling. Agreed. Beavis. Yes, it was Beavis. There's a rumor. It's a rumor going around that they're going to make a Beavis and Butthead live action, or at least fans are calling for it now. Angus Maximus. What's up, Beefsteak? How are you, buddy? Long-time friend. Long-time Nerd Foo fan. Or family, I should say. I got a room. Not the one I wanted, but we got a room within 3/4 of a mile from the convention center, and we're going to look to hopefully upgrade that as some more rooms become available, cancellations, etc., which last year happened all the way up till like the month before SDCC, so hopefully be able to move, but if not, we got something. Beavis is a national treasure. The people at NFTopia are amazing and open to questions. And yeah, they're doing great work. They're doing great work. Yeah, I did too. I learned a lot from NFTopia. Not only about amazing projects that I didn't know existed, like Avalon, but to hear from more creators and hear about things like Hive, to hear about just other projects that I didn't know much about. And then by virtue of me being in my booth Sunday, had people like Rar come by, and I was telling them about the pain that I feel every time I have to update my templates in Wombat Dungeon Master, and they're like, hey, we can build a utility to help with that. And if we're able to get that sussed out and working, that's something we can share with the whole community, and it will save all those people time, because the folks at Wombat Dungeon Master are in no way, shape, or form interested in making anything easier on us. So it would be really cool to be able to simplify that process and give me more time to do things like art. I hear everyone saying that about the sale. We got one, but not a great spot. You know, that's how it goes with Hotel Apocalypse. I'm happy that we have a room, so that's step one. Yo, Nessa, what's up? Bing bong, you ding dong. Yeah, exciting stuff that NFTopia and all that's going on. We've got a lot of Funko news for NFTs to talk. Pardon me, to talk about. A lot happened with Funko over the last couple weeks. And I think for the first time in quite a while, it's all feeling very, very positive, which is great. There are, of course, a few individuals who seem to think that they can build a following and an audience off the back of dissing Funko and sharing leaks constantly. And I wish they'd go away. But for some reason, the community feeds that negativity and rule breaking. It's not what we do here. We're keeping it positive. So first and foremost, let's go into drop, and I want to talk about the Funko NFTs. If we got anybody new here, please ask questions if you have them. The goal here, as always, is to help everybody. Let's put our Nerd U logo back up. Nerd Unite logo. We want to help everybody, and we do that through doing things live on stream here. You can always go back and watch my videos, but if you have questions, ask them, because other people probably have the same question. If you don't ask it, what are we doing here? You know, you got to ask it. Oh, Pop and Duo is going to make it up to My Pops. That's awesome. Misty in the process of moving closer, just missing 3 days. Oof, that's a lot. Hopefully you get it figured out, Misty. It's funny that those people like to talk negatively about Funko but try to be friends with Mike. Oh yeah, man, tell me about it. And I look, God bless Mike Becker and all he does and his team, but clearly there is a lack of information between the Funko team, the drop team, and Mike Becker about who the players in this Funko family are. Sadly, there are some real negative Nancys out there, and I'm being as nice as I can. There's a lot of other names I'd like to call them, who are always causing trouble, and now they're being supported by Funko, following them and engaging with their content, and Mike engaging with them. Maybe the thought is engage with them in a positive manner and we can help curb this attitude. But in my opinion, don't feed the beast. Don't give them anything, because then they start to get even more like, oh, we're the reason things are happening and that changes are made, and that's not how it works. It's funny that this, yeah, I read that. Miss Jessie Star says, wait, I saw the newsletter pinned. Do we need to re-sign up? I haven't gotten since end of February. So, Miss Jessie Star, that's interesting, because Falconer said he's not been receiving them either. The last one I sent, I didn't get one out today. Last one I sent was on Friday. I have been sending them. As I always recommend to everybody, make sure you go into your email system, whatever it may be, find out what the terminology they use is, whether it's whitelisting or favoriting or permitting or whatever. There's a bunch of different terminology, and put in my email address, which is Sully, and I'm going to space this out, nerdsunite.online. If you don't do that, you're just going to continue to not get anything, most likely. There's no spaces in there, by the way. It's an email address. nerdsunite.online is an actual website. So you can go and whitelist that. That terminology is not great, but it is what it is. Make sure that's permissed or given permission to go to your inbox. If you want, you can search your existing emails. I've sent you stuff in the past, most likely from that email address. And if you're in like Gmail, all you gotta do is go in and click on the star and then say always move to inbox. That's a version of whitelisting, but you got to take that step if you're not seeing it, or else you may never see it. It's considered spam, or it's, for some reason, it's blocked by keywords I've used. I don't know. I don't know what you see, so I don't know how to fix it. That's really, really weird, Miss Jessie Star. You know what it could be too? And I'm not blaming this on you or anybody, but you know, sometimes you're in emails, you're doing things around, you accidentally click a mouse, you click somewhere, you're like, what just happened? I lost what, I accidentally clicked something, I don't know what happened. You may have accidentally hit spam. I've done it. Some people have accidentally unfollowed the channel before and then gone back and followed up and had to refollow, and then they lost their streak. Stinks, but it happens. All right, Funko NFTs. Here's a cool note. Here's a cool note. I forgot about this over the weekend. For weeks, I had put in an offer to buy one of these Freddy Funko fan rewards NFTs. And by virtue of going away and giving some prizes on Sunday at the NFtopia booth, I saw that I had this in my wallet. I had put out an offer on Atomic Hub to buy this for 500 wax, I think it was. Close to $50. And nobody accepted it until sometime in the last week somebody did, and I now am the proud owner of a very limited fan rewards NFT, limited to 51 in the world. If you ask me, I stole this at $50. And guess what? There are 6 listed on the market right now, and there's one on the drop marketplace for $50. There's 2, in fact. So if you're interested in getting one of these yourself, the price has been coming down. The race to zero is, of course, a thing. But you may not know these cards exist, these NFTs. They don't come with a pop. They don't need to. They don't come with another anything at this point, except for you have them in your wallet, and they are very, very limited. Think about this. A 999-piece Grail NFT for a fandom will sometimes sell even the NFT for $30 or $40 later. Well, as these NFTs continue to evolve and grow and more fans come in and people really get it and they don't complain about it, it's worth what someone will pay, right? It could be $20 next year. It could be $2,000 one day. We don't know. My gut tells me we're moving into a digital age. It's all about supply and demand. What will the demand for this be, and what is the supply? Demand could be very high if Funko continues to go up, continues to get more popular around the world, and as NFTs get more popular, supply on these is low. So I'm just putting it out there, not financial advice. Monster Pete said, what are the chances of getting a mythic pack? I can get one pack on my iPad, no computer. Well, Monster Pete, that's really hard to figure out. You're going to need to get in there on Tuesday. You're going to need to get in at least 10 minutes early and get in the queue. And I would say open as many tabs as you can. On your iPad, you could have, you can split it up and have multiple screens. You could have Chrome open and Safari. You could have a tab on each. I think that'll all work on the iPad, just like on a computer. You can do all that. You can have your phone as a separate item as well, a separate way in. Lots of ways that you can get in there as often as possible. You can work with friends to help you out. I did read, this was spread information, I didn't see it at the source, but I think this might be valid, so I'll put it out there, but I'll preface it with, this is something some other person threw out there, and it may not be true. Go do your own research. If you can find it, share the actual source. People forget to share their sources. Share the actual source. But someone said the $129.99 that you would spend on the Mythic Pack does not count towards your $120 total when you check out. If that's the case, you might be able to go in, grab a Mythic, grab your 2 Premium, or grab a Mythic and grab, a bunch of Standard and check out and get it. It's $130. I think most people are counting on this, since it's a first, being something that'll be very valuable down the road. Some are only focused on the physical pop. Some are also focused on the fact that it comes with the NFT and 29 others in that pack. For me, getting one's a no-brainer. I'm going to try to get one. If I can get 2, I might get 2 to turn around and see about using it for trade value or sales in the future. I ain't looking to flip it in the first 10 minutes, nothing like that. So, whether you agree with that philosophy or not, up to you. But I think it's going to go quick. Will this drop sell out? I don't know. We're going to look right now at what number of packs and stuff is. I have not looked closely yet, so let's look at it together. We finally got official release yesterday. So if you engaged with anything before yesterday, shame on you. People are sharing stuff that should not be shared ahead of time. When Funko puts it out, that's when we can engage with it. And here it is on drop now. Tuesday, May 14th, a week from today at 11 a.m. We're getting the Funame and Cosplay drop from Funko. Notice right off the bat, there is no drop exclusive icon. So don't ask. It's not a drop exclusive unless it has a drop exclusive icon. So not a thing. Here's a little preview of some of the pops, but we'll see them all here in just a minute. There are 3 types of packs. Standard, which has Franny on the cover. Premium, which has Freddy on the cover. And then the Mythic, which has Freddy in the full giant Megazord style cosplay. These are not anime licensed. We called that. I knew that was going to be the case from the beginning. They're going to be kind of anime adjacent, the style of anime. I've seen some people saying this isn't exactly culturally appropriate, and maybe Funko shouldn't be doing this. I don't know how you feel about it. I'm not supporting the way they've gone about it. I think it's cool art. That's it. That's all it is for me. So I'm going in on it. Plus, I'm a sucker for anything Freddy Funko and now Franny Funko. We're going to answer that as we look down further, Mindy. Yeah. Is this newsletter email separate from the ones I'm already getting that you have pinned? No, just I only have 1 newsletter. I can barely get that one out. I'm definitely not doing 2. There you go, Miss Jessie Star. Well, I hope you continue to get it then, or start getting it again, I should say. Standard pack, still 5 items, still $9.99. You have a chance at common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, grail, even one-on-ones, I think. Premium pack, 17 items. 15 random digital pop for the same price as 3 standard packs, plus 2 extra digital pop for only a penny each. That is a weird way to call that out. I don't understand it. I don't understand that at all. Like, that whole last part's not necessary. But there are going to be 23,000 standard, 19,000 premium. I think these numbers pretty good, maybe a tad high. But I think we'll have either a sellout or a close to sellout on this. the real tell on this is what is the community saying in the posts from Funko. I haven't looked in a while because honestly, it just hurts my heart to see how angry and negative people are. So I don't read as often as I once did. But if in general people are excited about it, I haven't got there yet, Chucky. I purposely waited. I'm going to in just a second. If people are saying in general, oh, I'm happy about this, I love it, it's really cool, I can't wait to get all these, and that's the consensus, well, then we're more likely going to have a sellout. If we're seeing garbage emotes and people going, I'll pass, and that's the majority of it, then we're less likely to have a sellout. Remember, the squeaky wheels get the attention. We're looking for what the majority of the commentary is. So in addition to standard and premium, I called those out. I did want to talk about the Mythic. I was just getting there. We've got the new Mythic pack. Now listen carefully on this. There's a lot of confusion around this, and I don't know why, because it's all spelled out, but we all jump to conclusions, and I want to clean it up and make it simple for you. There are 499 of these packs. That's it. Once they're sold out, they're gone. Every pack, $129.99, includes your Mythic NFT, which will eventually get you a coin and eventually get you a pop if they stick with the standard procedures, plus 29 other random from the pool, which is exactly how the premium and the standard work. This is not anything different. So you still have a chance at common, epic, legendary, and grail. You're guaranteed the Mythic NFT, though, which is going to guarantee that you get the big 10-inch Freddy pop. That's pretty cool. My original guess was this would be about $100. As I mentioned before, and we talked about it ad nauseum, I think Funko is taking a smart move here to say, look, we know it's going to be worth a lot because we're making something super rare, therefore we can charge a premium for it. We're going to bump that up to $129. Don't complain it's too expensive or say it's too expensive. You could say it's too expensive for me, but you can't tell them that they're charging too much. We'll see. If they sell out, they didn't charge too much. If they don't sell out, then yeah, they charge too much. We'll find out after Tuesday. I got a feeling these are going to sell out. No problem. Very excited. A lot of people oohed and awed in the booth, in the panel. Very excited about this whole thing. Shepard Prime, 7-month streak. What's up? Thank you. 23 months total. We see, so to Tanner's point, I haven't even read the comment yet, but you could easily buy this pack, pull a Mythic, pull a Grail, pull a Legendary. You get all three in that one pack. But your odds don't go up on the Grail or the Legendary. It's the same. Or you can buy the Mythic pack, get the Mythic, and get all commons. There is no reason to complain or question the random number generator or say Funko is rigging anything, because they're not. It's on the blockchain. We can see it all. It's random. Just understand that. I saw a post over the weekend on Facebook where a person was questioning, like, it doesn't seem fair that I bought 15 packs and I got nothing. Well, it's absolutely fair, because somebody else bought 15 packs and got 15 legendary. That's how it works out. Next time you may have better luck. Tanner said we see people pull 2 grails and multiple legendaries in premium packs. You know there's going to be some lucky people who pull 3 grails or 5 plus redeemables in these mythics. Yep, it's how it goes. And you'll complain all day, some people will, until it happens to them, and then they won't say a positive thing at all. Chuck says, as 999 piece grails go for about 180 to 200 on the secondary, that mythic will easily go for 400. In theory, I agree. We'll see. I am really shocked sometimes at how these grails get down to 70, 80 bucks. The logic is not there on some of them for me. It doesn't make sense, but anything's possible. Things are worth what people will pay for it. So once somebody sells it for 200, it's worth 200. If they sell it for 180, it's worth 180. If they sell it for 70, it's worth 70. We're going to find out how the market handles it and what people do. There will be a race to zero again, I think. Tanner says, I think it being a supersized Freddy will hurt the value. We have seen that shown before, that going with, say, a Pop Deluxe, i.e. Star Wars, or a larger pop form doesn't necessarily translate to a bonus, that it's going to actually be worth a little less than if it had been a standard size pop. Chuck said the Mythic NFT will easily be worth the value of the pack. I can agree with that wholeheartedly, yeah. Shepard said, have you ever seen anyone complain about pulling 2 grails in one pack? No. Do you see people complain about all commons in one pack? Yes. Human nature. Me, it's not fair. Me. I want to get like that person got. It's just human nature. That's what it is. Misty. But it's only fair if I get the loaded pack. Exactly. That's the mentality of a lot of people. It's not everyone, but it's a lot of people. And guess what? We can be the ones to curb that. We can say, awesome, amazing. Look at this. I got a legendary in this pack. Or I bought 5 packs and I got a legendary. I'm so happy. Why is that not a thing? People think that every pack they open needs to be a banger, and that's just not, it's just not going to happen. Unless you have the most amazing luck in the world, it's not going to happen. Okay, so Mindy asked the question. By the way, I like this graphic. This is cool. Mindy asked the question, are these all 10-inch? No, just this mythic one is. They had this separate call-out area that's pretty cool. Super rare, 499 pieces. Glows in the dark. Guaranteed pull. I like this little emblem for that, though. And uniquely sized at 10 inches tall. I don't know about that, but okay. Here's everything that you can pull from packs. Remember, this was a question too. Well, could I buy a premium pack and pull a mythic? No. They're $499 for 499 packs. There won't be mythic in other packs unless they make a big mistake. The Grail is this awesome proto as a kaiju proto, a Godzilla style proto. I love this art, but for some reason the community's not as hyped in the past on proto. Things could be changing. Proto's been appearing a lot more. I think it's awesome. Franny making her first appearance as Celestial Franny. Again, this is not a licensed thing, but it is akin to other NFTs we've seen or other anime styles we've seen. I didn't look at the images here for everything and the NFTs. Let's look at those. That looks freaking amazing. I want that so bad. I hope I can get a pack. And look at the NFT. That is fire. Battle Mech Freddy. I love that. That's so cool. That's the one and only one I want, said Elmer. Oh, well, hey, it's a cool one, man. Just know this, Elmer. I don't know how many pack drops you participated in, how much money you've spent. Getting the Grail is not easy. Only 999 in total out of 30,000 packs. Odds state you're probably not going to pull it. But if you get lucky, you might. The other option is always you can wait and you can try to buy that Grail off the secondary market or on the tertiary market one day when it's delivered. That's the Grail. That's right, Elmer. It says it right there on the sticker, 999 pieces. And if we flip this around and look at the NFT itself, it says Grail. So the odds are pulling it pretty slim. But guess, no TMs. Well, yeah, that's their license. They don't need to do that. They don't need to do it on the others either, but they do because those companies force them to do it. Mindy's keeping close track. I haven't gotten a Grail in the last 8 drops. Yeah, I went a long stretch without him, then got really lucky on a couple. It's the math. It's the math. I like Franny, not an anime person, but might have to get her anyway. So there you go, Punk. There's the Celestial Franny Legendary. Now, this one's going to be a little easier to pull, but there's no guarantee. 2,000 available in total. Very cool NFT, very cool pop. Love it, love it. Next up, we've got Fun Force Freddy. This reminds me of something we would see at Fun Days, and who knows, maybe it was even originally designed with that in mind. This theme for this year's Fun Days is not Funime, it is Pirates, it's already been revealed. But maybe they're approaching this. Maybe they went to Mike Becker and his team and said, give us something akin to what you do at Fun Days, but for an NFT drop. We want to do that. Love the idea. Very cool. Somebody said it looks like Invincible. It does look a bit like Invincible. Oh, that's cool. Very Power Rangers in this, the way it's shown here. It's a cross between like Power Rangers and Blue Bolt. Or, what was his name? Who has that thing? Is it Bolt? The dog? I don't think it's Blue Bolt, just Bolt. I don't remember. Kamen Rider vibes. Elmer says, we were blessed with a lot of Godzilla this and last year with 2 movies and a show. Yeah, I still haven't seen the latest movie with Godzilla. I want to see it. Show is great. Next up, we got Legendary Kitsune Mask Franny. So Franny makes multiple appearances in this. Love that. This is another Legendary. She's got the little Kitsune, y'all. They've been watching Priscilla. Black Bolt, that's it. Thank you, Molly Watt. Very cool. Again, some people are saying culturally this is not right. I don't know about that, and if it is offending anybody, I'm sorry. I didn't design it. I'm collecting because I like the art, and I like to get all of these as every drop, so I'm participating in trying to get those. Then we got Ramen Freddy. Oh wait, did we? Yeah, we looked at the NFT for that one. We got Ramen Freddy, another legendary, so 4 legendaries in total. This is really cool. I love this stylization of Freddy. The hair, the crown, the nudes, the Ramen Freddy nudes. Very fun. Very, very cool. And then finally, we've got the Royalty Ultimate Freddy. 2,500 total pieces possible. Again, if you don't know, the Royalty means you collect one of every common, uncommon, rare, and epic. If you get all those, you're not worried about the legendary, you're not worried about the grail, you're not worried about the mythics. None of that matters. You need one of every common, uncommon, rare, and epic. If you get all those, then by the snapshot date, then on the snapshot date, they will issue you a coin and an NFT for the Royalty, because you never pull the NFT from a pack. The NFT will look like this. They'll issue you that to your wallet. You'll turn the coin in. Interesting, he's battling a coin there. Is that the coin we're going to get? I didn't see the detail on it. Is that a max token on the coin? Are they implying... Is he fighting Max Token? He is. That's Max up in that coin as like a mech. That's cool. So Max makes an appearance in the NFT, even though they've all but kind of thrown him to the wayside. That's really, really cool. But you'll get your coin and your NFT card. You'll get to keep the card, turn the coin in, you get your pop. That's how it works. A lot of opportunity here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total physical items that Funko's going to be distributing through this drop on 30,000 packs, which seems to me like, if we did the math, probably a higher chance or likelihood of getting some of these than in previous drops. It'll be minuscule if it is higher at all. But for the first time ever, you buy a mythic pack, you're guaranteed a mythic 10-inch Battle Mech Freddy. And don't forget about this. People are ignoring this for the most part. You're getting an NFT that's limited to 499 pieces. Amazing. Elmer said, dang, Proto being the Grail, I'll probably just wait out until the Scooby-Doo pack. I know I'm going to like most of those. That's an option, for sure. Here's what I say, and this is not financial advice. If you have the funds to do so, you could always take a gamble on a few standard packs or a premium pack and just take the chance. It's like a $30 submission into a waffle or a raffle. You get the chance at not only, if you buy the mythic, you're guaranteed the mythic, but let's say you buy a premium. You can pull a grail, you can pull a legendary, you can pull both or multiple. You can pull epics, which will have value on the secondary market. You can turn around and sell, or you can collect your royalty set, guarantee yourself a pop. You have a chance at one of ones, which will be insanely valuable at some point. Could be, I should say. Could be insanely valuable. And you have a chance at low mint numbers. A mint number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could carry a premium. Imagine pulling an epic mint number 1 of something. You could turn around and sell it on the market for a lot of extra cash, or some extra cash, if someone's willing to buy it. But that's a lot of opportunities in a pack. I saw some people complaining about pack prices over the weekend and saying, oh, well, I just get wrapped up in opening the packs. I think we all do. It's fun, but it's a scam. No, it's not. Is it a gamble? Yeah, but you know the odds. Far better than opening a pack of, say, Bowman Chrome, where there's no guarantee you're going to pull anything, and the odds of you pulling a real valuable card, pretty slim. But I don't see people out on Twitter saying baseball card packs and Pokemon and One Piece are just a glorified gamble. They're scamming us. I never see that. Maybe it's happening in some communities, but it's not that I've seen. Randy said, and that Mythic pack could also have other redeemables in it like any other pack besides the Mythic. Yep, I said that a few minutes ago, but I agree. Personally, I'm going to buy the Grail on second market if it hits 130-ish. If you do pack math, about 130 for the Grail is around 3 premiums, and it's guaranteed. So rather not gamble and get it 100% for the price of 3 premiums. I don't know if that makes sense. It does for you, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah, if you only want the Grail and you do not want to take the gamble, that math makes some good sense for you. Will it reach 130? Very well could, because it's Proto. I mean, that may make the most sense for you. There's nothing wrong with that. And Elmer, don't tell people Sully forced me to buy 2 premium packs and then I got nothing. Let's not hear that narrative. I'm just saying, people forget when they're chasing the physical items that all the NFTs are still a thing and still hold value. They act like the NFTs are garbage, and they are not. We are in a transition period where there will be a lot of people that will embrace digital collectibles. Some of you I know are not into it, and that's fine. You don't have to crap on it for anybody else. But if you do get these, don't look at them as garbage if they're not something you're looking at. If you could get rewarded for those diamond hands, and what I always talk about, and Funko is making gradual changes, them and drop, and we're seeing utility come out of these NFTs. Monthly bonus drop where NFTs are given away to holders who happen to have the right NFTs. For My Little Pony Series 2, they gave away packs to 6 lucky people. I think it was 6 in total. Maybe more. Might have been closer to 10. No, it was 10. 10 packs, I think. Given away to people who had opened packs, who had held Legendary, who had held Grail, who had held royalty sets. Could we see more utility in the future? Yes. Will you regret getting rid of your NFTs if that utility requires you to go back and buy them later? Yes. But you got to do what you got to do. Funko Addict Tech, talk about low mint numbers. I've sent everyone holding offers to all common, uncommon, rare, and epic number 1 and number 7's Marvin the Martians from Space Jam. Well, good luck. I hope you are able to get some of those. That offer I sent, I mean, it worked out. It's great that I got that epic. Also, the art on the NFT is just really cool. Like, props to the artist. I agree wholeheartedly, Ghost Cat. People are, and I'm not saying everybody, but the consensus in the communities is, hey, I'm just here for the gamble. I just want the Grail or the Legendaries or now the Mythic or the Royalty. Don't really care about these NFT things. Great on them. If they want to sell them, I'll buy them. I'm holding because I think there's more in the future for this. And if it gives you any weight or credibility to what I'm saying, I saw my first Funko Pops and went, these are going to take off. And I never dreamt they could take off as big as they have. I think I got the same gut feeling about NFTs. What's the history of Proto? I'm just hearing about him. So they added Proto, couple years, year and a half, somewhere in there, as Freddy's dog, Freddy Funko's dog. And he appeared as a soda and a Blockbuster Rewind. They made a pop a couple times. Now, the whole family is getting in on the mix. Franny, who I think is Freddy's sister, is getting in on the cosplay vibe, which they're actually calling this drop Funime and cosplay. That's what it is. They're cosplaying, which is what Hoot's been doing all along. I've said they need to do that with Freddy for so long. I love it. I want to see Freddy in cosplay in onesies. Like Freddy as Sully from Monsters, Inc. would be like a dream pop for me. His forgotten twin sister. Or maybe she was just shy before. I don't know what the story is they told. Maybe that's the story they told. But Proto is the dog. Is Freddy's dog. I think it's really cool. Is like Freddy the owner of Funko? Freddy Funko is the mascot for Funko. And the idea is the original founder of Funko, Mike Becker, who's now leading the charge with the company once again, is that Freddy was the embodiment of a like 12-year-old boy who's a collector who still likes the positive and the fun of the world and hasn't been burdened down by, reality and social media and whatever else would get somebody down. He's still in awe of the cool things. And that's the spirit of that should be a Funko fanatic. You should be excited and happy and share with others and play nice. And sadly, Freddy's always embodied that, but over the years, a big chunk of the community has gone the other direction in about me, and what's the value, and I want the most expensive thing for $5. I had another message over the weekend on eBay. What's the lowest you'll take on this? Why would I tell you that? That's not what you ask somebody. I have a number up. You either pay that, or you make me an offer, and I say no. That's how that works. What's the lowest you'll take on this? $7 for this $1,000 pop. You in? I'm not going to tell anybody that. Freddy is the 12-year-old boy in all of us. There you go. That's a much cleaner way to say it than what I did. Has Freddy made it to advertising icon status yet? I mean, depends on who you talk to. He has in our communities, but I don't think if you ask the average person off the street who Freddy Funko is, they're going to know. I think we still got a long ways to go. Yeah. But I'm excited about this drop, and I hope that clears up any of the questions. What's up, Port? If you see people out there spreading bad info, stop it. Tell them, oh, no, this is what this is. It's posted on the website. You can look here. There's also a Funko blog post that talks about the pricing and what you can get in what packs and all that stuff. As far as process goes, if you're new to this, because I think we have some lurkers today, all you got to do in order to participate in this initial drop, is be on your phone or computer or wherever next Tuesday, the 14th, about 10 minutes before 11 a.m. Pacific. So about 10:45, 10:50, you want to get settled in and get ready to join the queue. You can go into multiple tabs. Just make sure that each tab has its own queue ID. So you can't open two tabs in Chrome, but you can open one Chrome and one incognito Chrome. You can open one Safari, one private Safari. You could open one Brave. You could open one Firefox, whatever you have. You could open up those different tabs. Just make sure each one has a unique queue ID. You can use your phone. You can use your iPad. Whatever you got access to the internet. I don't think you can do it on a Switch. That probably won't work. But you can do it on all those. Then at 11 a.m., they will jumble up the queue. Everybody's given a random spot in line. You could get in immediately and buy your packs, or you could maybe have to wait up to 40 minutes, and you might get nothing. Just have to wait and see. Over the last few months, though, if you had at least 3 or 4 tabs open, I think you can safely say you were able to get something. In the early days, when we first had the first Halloween and TMNT and some of the other drops, there was a real chance you open 7 tabs and you get 0. Not as many people are buying, and or the flippers have gotten out, and it's gotten a little bit better. Elmer says, Proto is killing me. I don't know, man. I might get 5 the more I look. I remember, Elmer, I'm like 2 weeks after they got Scooby. So, plan accordingly. Callard said, start your modem and log into America Online 1 hour before the drop and tell your mom not to pick up the phone for 3 hours. I love it. It's so good. It's so true. Right, Chuck? The crappy old internet days, but the good old days. Any questions about the drop, about the pops, any of that stuff? I did want to test and see if this fixed. Yeah, all right, we got the new color in there. I think I need to put something behind there, but just in case anybody is lurking, let me open this window real quick because it's getting hot in here. Holy cow, on the first try. Here's the life of a Funko project. In case anybody's lurking and doesn't know, I'll just do this real quick. Pack drop. That's what's going to happen next Tuesday for anime. Or Funime. Then we go 120 days. And during that 120 days, all the way up to the snapshot, you'll be able to collect your royalty sets. You'll be able to buy and open packs, whether from the primary or the secondary market. You'll be able to buy Grail NFTs, legendary NFTs, whatever you want to accumulate and collect. That's the collection period. Then the snapshot happens 120 days after the pack drop. So if we're looking at May to June, July, August, September, early September, around the 7th, somewhere around there, you're going to have the snapshot. And that's the day where you got to have everything pulled together, your royalty sets completed, your legendary Grail in your wallet, all that stuff, your mythic now in your wallet. And on that day, they issue the coins. Then you have 30 days to turn those coins in. That's the redemption period, and give them your delivery information. If you're in the U.S., then after that 30 days, after redemption ends, they will mail you. It's about 3 months out from there. They'll mail you your physical pops for free in the U.S. They do charge for international. Guess what? That's more expensive. Makes sense for them to pass that on to you. All right, Chuck. Updates on the horror pops. Okay, we can segue over to that. Let's take this off the screen. So for updates, I like to go and look at Pop and Stock's website to get an idea on what's been going on. We had Horror Series 2 drop last Tuesday, and let's see where we're at. Pop and Stock is a free utility run by our friend that provides great detailed information and numbers and the math on, what it would cost to complete a royalty set, stuff like that. We're at 89.29% of all packs opened. They only did a 2% burn. Very minimal burn, which is good to see. Would have been better to have a sellout, but hey, that's not bad at all. Royalty set is on the climb. This is good to see. That horror set was low to start with, the royalty, completing one of every common, uncommon, rare, and epic. I scooped them up for, I think I spent out of pocket around, 14 times like $5.50. I think I spent around 60, 65 bucks to complete mine. Now, if you had to buy them all out of pocket, it would cost you $84, and it seems to be on the rise. But these charts can jump all over the place. Of the 2,200 possible royalty sets that can be completed, which is actually a little lower than that, take 2% off, which is what, like 44, so 21, let's just call it around 2160. Only 900 have been completed so far. That's actually pretty good. on royalty sets. I think we'll get closer to 1,500 completed in total, but we'll see. But the price is on the rise, which means if you're holding epics, you could sell those extra epics, make a little money. It may go up even more. If you need epics, do you buy? Do you wait? It's up to you. Natty says if Sully pulls a 101, he's going to stream from his phone heading to buy a lottery ticket, right? St. Keith says, love popping stock site. I use it all the time to decide if I want to gamble with packs or not. Same. Elmer says, so what happens if the time ends and there are still unopened packs? So if you mean the time ends, if you mean on this timeline, if we get to put timeline back on screen, if we go from the pack drop where you can buy packs, if we get all the way to snapshot and there's still unopened packs, doesn't matter. But just know that if you buy an unopened pack after the snapshot and you open it and you pull a Grail or a Legendary or Mythic, you don't get anything. You got to open and have everything ready by the time of the snapshot because that's the day they issue the coins. They only issue the coins one time. So outside of this collection period, packs really shouldn't have much value except for the fact that they are still an NFT by themselves and they will be much rarer because a lot of them will have been burned, i.e. opened. Just know when we get to 11 a.m. on whatever the snapshot day is, which I don't have a date, but it is it published? I don't think it's published yet. Start getting packs May 14th. You'd have to go map out on a calendar somewhere where 120 days is, but oh, here we go. Redemption window open. So on 9/11, interesting choice there. On 9/11, that's the snapshot day. At 11 a.m. on 9/11, you've got to have everything in order. At 11:01 on 9/11, your epics don't really have any value anymore. Don't be holding them. It won't do you any good. Only hold them if they go to a royalty set. Legendary and Grail NFTs will most likely plummet. And people will be out there trying to take advantage, so don't fall for it. Packs sometimes hold some value, but they'll most likely come down quite a bit. Then, in that redemption period, you don't want to buy Grail or Legendary or packs. Don't do that anymore. Instead, people will have the coins that they received, which will look like... They've shown a coin here. I don't know if it's the exact one that's going to go out or not, but they show a coin here. That's the coin they give you, and you turn that in to get your pop. You can buy and sell coins in that 30-day window. So you would move your attention from buying a Grail or a Legendary to buying the coin at that point. You only get the NFT after the snapshot, no redeemable. Yes. Speaking of the Mythic, did they state a limit per purchase or limit per account? This question keeps coming up, and I'll be honest, I said this a few times over the weekend. It doesn't matter. They could say they set a limit per account. People could just have multiple accounts, so it doesn't really matter. Could they set a limit per purchase? I do believe they can do that, and there'll probably be one per purchase. I read online through someone's Twitter share. I haven't seen it written anywhere, so I don't know how much I trust it. But basically, they said if you get a Mythic, it's not going to count towards your $120 max. That the Mythic will be excluded from that. So you could still get a Mythic and 2 Premium, or a Mythic and a bunch of Standards. And those are the only that count towards your 129. But I haven't seen that in writing, so until I do... But guess what? Once again... The day of, you go in and you try and you get or you don't. That's that simple. If it really, really is important to you, because somebody said before, like, hey, I can only do 2 credit cards and then I'm done. Well, guess what? Unless you're going to get another credit card between now and then, you still have the same restrictions on you and your spending. You'll find out when you go in. I am going to get a Mythic pack, yes. I'm going to try. Mythic does not count towards purchase limit if you get in early enough to get one. Ventura, do you have a source? Because I do not, nothing against you personally, but I do not like this. Let's just say something, because somebody else might have just said something, and then we're all supposed to believe it. I want sources. Confirmed BT Caden on drop Discord. Mythic does not count towards total. BT Caden? Is that somebody that works at drop? Right, Tanner? Kind of agree with you there. Confirmed in the Discord. No offense again. Confirmed. Source. I need source. I need a screenshot I need a tweet, something. I believe you guys. I'm not telling you I don't believe you. What I'm saying is don't go telling people. Tell them with a source. We get a lot of bad information these days, and quoting a source is of the most importance these days. Elmer, you must have missed that part. I'll scroll back up here and show you. There's 3 packs this time, and the Mythic is a new one. Standard pack, same as always, 5 for $9.99. Premium, 17 items, $29.99. Now the new edition of the Mythic pack. A Mythic pack is $129.99, and before you go, oh, that's a lot of money, you're guaranteed a Mythic NFT, which will also guarantee you, if you follow instructions here on, guarantees you a 10-inch Freddy Funko mech. You're guaranteed to get that if you follow all the instructions. There's going to be somebody that buys the Mythic, opens it, and then forgets to go do anything else. They're going to get their coin, and then they're not going to turn it in. They're not going to get their Freddy. You got to read. You got to follow the instructions. It's a next level of collecting that requires more from you. Wait, so what kind of pack? I answered that. Never heard of Mythic. It's new. That's why. The source of the Discord moderator, Caden, is what... No, I hear you, Shepard. I understand. I'm just saying, if you go on Twitter or Instagram, or Facebook, or any community, and someone says, hey, does the Mythic count? Your answer should be not... It shouldn't be, the Mythic doesn't count towards your total. The answer should be, per Caden, on drop. Caden works for drop. Mythic pack does not count towards your total. Venture says, check Twitter. We need to put this out in the world, because this question's coming up a lot. Sent a photo. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you, Jordan. I'll show this on the screen. There you go. This is quoting a source. Mythic packs do not count against the purchase limit, so if you're able to get in early and buy a Mythic, you will also be able to buy standard and premiums up to the purchase limit. There you go. So, Caden, there you go. That's what we need. It'd be nice. Why is there not like a little logo or something confirming that Caden is with drop? I guess it's nice that we have drop in the name, but I'm going to copy that. Go out. For those wondering about the new Mythic packs in the upcoming anime Funko NFT drop, here is info from Caden. Is that what it was? I can't read it because the stupid thing covers it up. Yeah, from Caden. Works at drop. About purchase limits. Here is info from Caden, screenshotted from Discord about purchase limits. Then we'll do a Funko NFT PSA. Spread the word. This is the kind of information that someone, this is my personal opinion, you can roll your eyes at me, agree with me, whatever. Somebody at Discord, or I'm sorry, at Drop or Funko should see that they're continually getting these questions, drop the information in Discord, and then immediately go, this is something that the world needs to know. We need to update the website, and we need to put this out on Twitter, Instagram, make a YouTube video about it, anything else, so that we can help get in front of this so people are armed with the information when they go into the purchase and don't go in feeling confused and lost. If you can answer as many of those questions as possible and make the information available to everyone in the places that they consume information, you will have more sales. Yeah, they should put it in the FAQ section, exactly. Spread the word. Funko NFT, Funko Pop, drop. Okay, make sure this is good. PSA, for those wondering about the new Mythic packs and the upcoming Funime Funko NFT drop, here is info from Caden. Works at drop. Screenshot it from Discord about purchase limits. Beautiful. This is how you quote a source. You don't have to be as wordy as I was that time, but I do not want to leave anything to be desired because it never matters or never ceases to amaze me. No matter what you do, somebody will come in, yeah, but what about this? I wasn't talking about that. So also you can do your own research. This gives you good, solid information. Yeah, they need to take that seriously. All right. So that's the drop upcoming. As far as this timeline goes, we do want to make sure to talk about upcoming important days or dates as well. We do have a snapshot coming up on the 10th, I believe, is it the 10th or the 8th? Might be the 8th, might be tomorrow. Scroll back up to the top here, go to our radar, go to the diamond. Upcoming, tomorrow, Squid Game. So make sure you got your Squid Game stuff pulled together. What does that mean? I put together a handy dandy little reminder / checklist for all of you right here on Twitter. There you go. For your Squid Game snapshot, which occurs tomorrow at 11 a.m. Meaning, at 10:59, legendaries, grails, epics all have value. At 11:01, that value starts to plummet. Don't be buying stuff tomorrow after 11 a.m. unless you're very careful about what you're buying. Tomorrow by 11 a.m. Don't wait till tomorrow at 10:50 or you will not get this done. Do it today, tonight, maybe early tomorrow. Complete your royalty sets. Meaning, in one place, either wax or drop, keep them all together. Your common, uncommon, rare, epic. Legendary and Grail do not count towards the royalty set, but also make sure you have them in your wallet and you're ready for tomorrow. Verify your set completion on drop. So take the time to log into drop, go to the radar, go to Squid Game, and make sure that if you think you have 2 royalty sets, it says 2 there. It says right here, I'm working on royalty set number 3. I'm really not. I don't have much. I only have a couple extra commons, 3 extra uncommons. Don't have any extra epics. Thank the Lord. Because some of them are very expensive. If you have extra epics and you're not going to complete a royalty set, get those epics on the market and pay attention today and early tomorrow and see if you can get some money from them. If it's an epic you want to keep, sell it today. As long as it's not part of a royalty set, sell it today, buy it back tomorrow after 11:01. You could sell it for $10 today, buy it back tomorrow after 11:01 for $2. That's an $8 profit. Don't hold epics unless you need them for a royalty set. There's a $28 epic, $12.50, $22, $20, $13. Get them out of your wallet now unless they're part of a royalty set. Get them out. Here it is. That's the next one. Sell epic cards. You could also sell common, uncommon, and rare if you want to. You won't get much for them, but if that's important to you, that's something. Open or sell all remaining packs. This one has gotten me before. Don't let it get you. Make sure that you go into your collections area, click on unopened, and make sure you don't have any Squid Game packs. I do not have any Squid Game packs. I've opened all of mine. Make sure you do that. In my opinion, too expensive for after that royalty set. Not sure I follow Monster Pete. You think the royalty set for Squid Game is too high price right now? I mean, absolutely, you're entitled to that opinion. If we look at Poppin' Stock's website, need more info on selling. Okay, Elmer, we can help with that. Look at this. Squid Game hit a low of $73 about 2 weeks after the drop came out and has recently hit a high of 160. I did not expect that. I thought it was going to hover around 80 to 100. Hit all the way to 160 today at 130, and that's going to fluctuate wildly today. So if you're deciding, oh, do I want to complete the next royalty set for Squid Game? Use the clipboard, put in your wallet or wallets, depending on where you're holding those NFTs. You could have them in 2 spots. Be better to have them in 1. I recommend keeping everything in your .dp wallet. And it'll tell you here, hey, you've got 2 royalty sets completed. If you want to complete the next one, you're missing 66 cards, and that costs you $131. Well, I'm not willing to spend $131. Maybe you fill all this in, and it goes, hey, you've got 2 sets completed. You only need 12 cards to complete your next royalty set, and that'll cost you $25. Well, then do it. Absolutely do it. Or sell those extra epics and get some money back. But if you're within $25, I say do it. I don't know what you spend on the rest of them, but hopefully not too much. But make sure you do all that. Then check item listings. In other words, do you have anything on sale? Make sure you come over here, go to listings, and verify that you have nothing for sale, or that you at least don't have any epics from Squid Game that if they sold would come out of your royalty set. Because the worst thing that would happen is you've got 2 royalty sets or 3 royalty sets completed right now. You accidentally had an epic on sale. It sells tonight, and tomorrow you don't check again. And at 11 a.m., you're down to, let's say you had 3, and now you're down to 2 royalty sets and everything you need except you're missing that 1 epic. You get nothing for that 3rd one. You don't get a partial completion award. You either have it or you don't. And I'm sure this has burned somebody in the past. I gotta go get some chapstick here in a minute. Is this info on the drop site where it tells you how many more you need to complete a set? No. Well, kinda. I was quick and curt in my response, but if you go to the radar, I call it, your collection tracker, and you go to, let's say we're looking at Squid Game, then the answer is indeed here. In that anything you do have is filled in full color. Anything you're missing is grayed out with the little cards. Look up here, it says, hey, you're working on royalty set number 3. So anything I see down here is going towards number 3. If I had all these were bright lit up, all these were bright lit up, all these were bright lit up, and then down here, all these were bright and lit up except this one, then that is telling me you're missing that one. You need to get it to complete your set. It's visually giving you data that Pop and Stock gives you with numbers and letters spelled out. Misty says, also check your Atomic Hub wallet. Absolutely correct. And you know what? I've forgotten to do that. I need to add that to my checklist here. Easy way to do that. Go into your inventory. Go up here in the collections. Put in Squid, or whatever the name of the collection is. Anybody know what the name of the collection is for Squid Games? Come down here to attributes. Is it not here? It's not here. What is the collection name? Anybody know? It is squid.funko. Okay, that's why I didn't see anything, because I don't have anything over here in this wallet. But if you would come into this, type in Squid, and if it said Squid Game, you'd click on that, and then you would be able to see, yes, I have this in my wallet. I need to either sell it, move it to drop, or do whatever. Now, Elmer asked about selling. So, Elmer, short story, because there's a lot more to it than just, oh, put it up for sale. But the short story is, if you want to sell, you have, on this particular drop, you have 2 choices, because it is not a drop exclusive. You can sell on the drop marketplace, which is the built-in marketplace on the drop website. Or you can transfer an NFT over to your Wax wallet and sell on any of the Wax markets. Atomic Hub, NFT Hive, Nifty Blocks, Chain Champs, there's more. They're all the same thing. If you sell it on Atomic Hub, it's going for sale on the entire Wax market. Someone may buy it using Nifty Blocks or NFT Hive or whatever, but you get paid. If you want to sell on the drop marketplace, you must have a verified account. Meaning, you've got to go in drop, go up to your name, go to, I believe it's wallet, yep, and make sure that you are, wait, is that right? See, it says verified there. I think this is the area. If you're not verified, you'll have to go through the process of becoming verified. Now, why is that important? Uncle Sam, or if you're in the U.S., Uncle Sam wants their taxes. They want their money if you make money on the blockchain. You've got to go in and provide them with information that proves your identity. by giving a ID, passport, social security number, whatever. I don't remember all the steps are. It's going to feel like, oh, I don't want to give them that information. They are required by law to get it from you. Y'all all don't have a choice. It sucks, but you have to do it. Somebody else will ask me then immediately when I talk about that, is it safe? It's as safe as you buying something on Amazon or going to the Funko website and using your credit card, whatever. If Drop gets hacked and they're not being very careful about the way they retain your info, it's not safe. If Drop and Funko are doing everything they can to protect your data and no one's able to hack it, it's safe. Today, as far as we know, it's safe. Who knows what tomorrow holds? That's the gamble, the leap of faith that we've got to take these days. It's up to you. You should file any investment in cryptocurrency and NFTs. According to Uncle Sam, you are supposed to file it with your taxes, yes. Okay, so that's how you would sell. You would sell on the marketplace there. Once you're verified, pretty easy. You can go to your wallet. You can find an NFT you have. Once you have it over here, you can say list on market. They give you recommendations on a suggested price on that is $20. Why would that be $20 for a fan rewards card? That is ridiculous. Lowest listing is $50 right now. I don't know why it would ever be $20. You come in here, put in a number you want to sell it for. It'll even tell you based on that price of $25 you're listing it for if it sells. We're taking 6%. Don't complain about that. That's the money they need to keep the site up and running. And a 2% marketplace fee. The collection gets 6, Drop, the marketplace gets 2. So you would receive $23 out of your $25 sale. Complain if you want. Go to a Funko Facebook group and sell it to a buddy and transfer them over there. Whatever. But these fees help keep the system up and running. I'm perfectly fine with giving them their fees. Or, I'm not going to sell that one there. You can always transfer an NFT over to your Wax wallet. And then you can put it up for sale on, again, Atomic Hub, NFT Hive, Chain Champs, NFT Blocks, whatever you want to do. There's tons of sites that'll show you how to list things for sale, but it's pretty self-explanatory in my opinion. There you go, Fourth Curator. You're not the only one. Yeah. Okay. Questions about Squid Game and the checklist. Make sure you go through that checklist. I don't care if you think you know it cold. Read through it as a reminder and go through your steps and make sure that you're careful about making sure everything is in order for the snapshot. Tomorrow, about an hour after the snapshot, so sometime between 11 a.m. Pacific and noon Pacific, they will issue you your coins and, if you had any royalty sets, any NFT royalty cards that you are due. At that point, you can put those cards and or coins up for sale on the secondary market, or you can go buy coins from other people on the market. As always, protect yourself. Make sure you're looking in the right collection. Be very, very careful. Hey, what's up, Waz? How you doing? Over on YouTube. Thank you for coming by. We're talking about Funko NFTs. While I don't no longer consider it complicated to buy packs, open them, get stuff, complete royalty sets, buy and sell, whatever. It's because we've been doing it for 2.5, almost 3 years. If you have questions or concerns, don't keep them to yourself. Don't think you're stupid because you don't know. Ask here. Happy to try and help. Funko News Canada, subscribe to Prime. Thank you, Funko News Canada. Ask your questions here. Ask them on Twitter. You can tag me on Twitter and ask me your questions. I am at CS Sully. I'll put it right here on Twitch, and then I'll copy and paste this over on YouTube. If you have those questions, please ask them sooner than later because I get busy too and I want to be able to answer in plenty of time for you to get things ready for tomorrow. Seth the Jedi says, Hola from Maryland. Hola. Cousin Bob. There you go, Inadequate Mass. I love it. Ask the questions, get the answers, share information. Like, honestly, I can't... Look, I know I'm always trying to build my personal brand, but this right here... This is information that is not talked about enough. Share this. I don't care if you right-click, save this, and put it in your own tweet. I've got a little Nerds Unite logo on there. Don't be talking trash about it, but share that with other people in the community. Put it in your Facebook group. Put it on Twitter. Put it on Instagram. Whatever you got to do, just be kind and generous and represent Nerds Unite in a good way. help your fellow collectors understand. The more people that understand, the more people collect, the higher the value of those NFT and physical pops will go. It's just how it's going to work. We need adoption. The more adoption we have, the more people get involved, the more valuable this stuff becomes. You're doing a service to us all if you help and spread the word. Again, if you don't want to retweet or quote tweet me, right click, save the image, put it in your own tweet. Whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do. I got to grab some chapstick. I'll be right back. 1 second. My lips are, I'm feeling it. All right, I hope that's all helpful. Aside from Squid Game's snapshot, we are just a few days away also from the end of the... So going back to this, Mickey and Friends, right in here. Redemption is almost over. So you should have already gotten your coins for Disney Mickey and Friends 20 some odd days ago. And according to this, you have until the May 10th, which is Friday, to get those coins turned in. If you're holding coins and you don't turn them in and provide your delivery information by the end of day on Friday, which I think that's 11:59 p.m. Pacific, but I'm not 100% on that. Don't wait till then. Why would you wait till then? Get those coins turned in, provide your delivery information so that you can get your pop in 2, 3, 4 months, whatever. Don't forget that you can go out and buy coins still. You can do that on the market for Drop Marketplace, or you can go on Wax. I was just about to turn in my Mickey and Friends coins the other day, and I noticed that you could buy a Mickey Mouse royalty set coin for, I want to say it was $70, like 70 point something. I had to take a pause. I think I was on stream at the time. Maybe it was in NFTopia. I took a pause and I'm like, wait a minute. Let me break this down. You're telling me that a royalty set Mickey Mouse NFT, I'll get the coin. I won't get the NFT, but I'll get the coin. I have the coin. I can buy that for $70. We know that by going over to, actually we can just look at the quantity of this coin to know. There are only 738 of this pop in the world that could be distributed. That's assuming all 738 people turn in their coins. That's a Mickey Mouse limited to under 750 pieces in the world for $70. I was like, I bought another one. So I have 3 Mickeys coming. Because, duh. And that was so cheap. I completed my first 2 sets for $50 and like $57, I think. So I'll have 3 Mickeys. What's that put me at? 107 plus 70, 177-ish. I'm getting 3 Mickey Mouse pops that are limited to under 750 pieces in the world. And it's Disney. I like, no brainer to me. So if you're looking at these numbers and you gotta ask yourself that question again in the same way. Is that Mickey that's limited to under 750 pieces in the world, will it be sold in the tertiary market? eBay, Mercari, San Diego Comic-Con booth, your local Comic-Con booth, your Facebook group or whatever. Is it worth more than $77? Will it sell for 100 or 150 or 200 in 6 months, 3 weeks after it's delivered, 2 years? If you think it's going to go way up, you have an opportunity right now to dive in and buy these. What we've seen recently, and I wish I had a chart that showed this, is we got in Funkoween, we got Jurassic Park, and we got in DC or WB 100 pops, and all of them, almost everyone we looked up, not every single one, but almost everyone we looked up, the value of where it was as a coin, which is what we're looking at on the screen right now for Disney's Mickey and Friends, the value of where it was as a coin, it was doubled once it hit the market, eBay. So a coin that you could have bought for $50 was selling for $100 on eBay a few months later. The pop was. A coin sold for $50. The pop, a few months later, sold for $100. If somebody offered you and said, "Hey, I got a stock tip," it's pretty much guaranteed. It's going to be very likely, based on history, you can buy the stock right now for $5. You can buy as many as you want. And then in 3 months' time, you can sell that for $10. Would you buy that stock? And the answer better be yes, because that's a good return. You buy 100 of that, you make $500. You do that, you buy 3 of this pop, and you sell and you double your money. That's $210. Somewhere in that range. It's not financial advice. I'm just telling you, you got to ask yourself the questions and think about it. As people figure this out, as time goes on, I think more and more people will see this trend and they'll go, "Oh, okay, I'm in." Playing the inventory game in a digital world. Yeah, exactly. You get it. So go through them all and look at them. You can buy, I believe this is Daisy Duck for $27.49. That's pretty cheap. What's she going to be worth in a while? Don't know. Donald Duck, $41.18. There are only, come down here and look at the number of coins. There's only 823 a Donald. There's only 868 a Daisy. For Goofy, there's only 847 in the world, and not all those will get redeemed. For Pete, which early on Pete was the most valuable one. It's interesting that he's plummeted so much compared to Goofy. It actually makes more sense to me now. But is this one of only 2 Pete Pops in the world? The other one is from the video game. So I don't know if this one's going to be sought after or not, but you can pick it up for $35 right now. And then the Mini Grail. Minnie Mouse Grail, limited to 455 pieces in the world, is still selling for less than $200. $195. That is insane to me. And this was a drop exclusive, so it's only showing here on, there's the logo right up there. It's tiny, but there it is. It's only going to be available for you to purchase or sell on the drop marketplace. Did I get it on the Dark Knight one? Yeah, I've participated in every Funko drop except for Bob Ross for reasons. And yeah, I got some stuff from that one. I did not get the Bane. I wish I had. I need my extra Goofy coin to sell so I can buy the Mini, says Willibard. So Goofy's at $69.44. If we look at that market right now. View all listings. There's only 10. And they're all right around $70. There's a few outliers here at the top, but if you lowered your selling to $67.50 or $68, just stay. Actually, all you need to stay is like 1 penny below these two. So $69.43, and then you can check back to make sure you get lower than them. I wouldn't go too much lower. You have a higher likelihood of selling, but let's go down and look at. They now have a sales history. This is new information. 10 hours ago, somebody did pay $69.45. 20 hours ago, somebody paid $69.49. So I would say it's likely that if you put it up for $69.40, you might be able to sell it. Yeah, I would make sure your number is just slightly lower than theirs. So you'll need to relist and change. Make sure it's at least a penny lower than the other guy, because you'll notice when somebody comes up here and says, like let's say they click on it to purchase, which I could do for that one, buy lowest listing. It comes up with, I don't know how it chooses which of the two it puts up in here, but the other guy could sell and you may not if you're at the exact same price. I would always go at least a penny lower. That's just me. I agree. The recent sales history was so needed. What are the chances the Dark Knight gets a part 2? Either 100% or 0%. Don't know. Totally up to Funko and WB. And did Funko make good money off the first one? Do they feel like they've got the right characters for the second one? Do they think they can make money off of it? How do you weigh that against the other licenses that they have on deck? And or have they decided to go in more of a Freddy Funko only route? Like, don't know. There's a million things that go into play. The odds of them ever making a certain license or a second series or a third series is exactly 100% or 0. They either will or they won't. I wonder if 2 are the same price if it goes to the first listed or the newest. Yeah, I don't know. Inadequate math. So never duplicate somebody else. Always go a penny lower. Is it, Elmer? I haven't looked in a while. I wanted it, but I wasn't lucky enough to get it. I tried to match lowest if I have a better mint, thinking it should go before the high. I mean, no offense, but why play the game? Why are you concerned about a penny? Always make sure it's lower by a penny. You're not missing out on anything. I'll give you a penny. You don't want to get... It's not worth the chance, the 50-50 chance, to make one more penny. That's my thought. My opinion. Okay, so that's the important stuff. Remember, as a collector of these NFTs, it's up to you to take the steps you need to. Like I said, there's a little more to collecting than just buying the box and put it on a shelf, which is what freaks some people out, I think. Always come back to this area, the diamond. It's your checklist and your calendar. Are you good with Mickey and Friends? Sweet, move on. Upcoming, are you ready for Squid Game? Awesome, move on. What's up next? Harry Potter. Oh boy, this one is big. Let's go back over to Harry Potter. There you go, Funko Addict Tech. Just my 2 cents, exactly. Ads happen. Yep, you can subscribe, Willibard, and knock those out if you want. Sorry if you're missing out on content. Let's go over to clear all. Let's go over to what was I thinking? Oh yeah, Harry Potter. Sorry, I read the question and it threw me. Where's checklist? Harry Potter. Oh, I blanked there for a second. Usually goes lower by another penny before someone buys, and then it just keeps going down. It's a hard balance. Yeah, I hate it when you got something listed for like $64.99 and somebody comes along and puts it up for sale for $60. Like, that's not good for anyone holding. They're just race to zero. And then the next person will look and go, well, one sold for 60. I'm not paying a penny over 60. That's the value. And they see one's up for $62.99 and may not buy it because of that, which is a little silly to me, but whatever. I've been watching a royalty to see if I can try to complete a second set. It says Allie about Harry Potter. Well, let's look at, I want to look here at the catalog option. Wow, packs are 107 for a premium, 42 for standard. The Grail is at $540. I honestly think once the coin hits and once we get the pops in hand, it will not retain that high of a value. But I hope it does, because that's so good for the future of NFTs and Harry Potter collectibles. Your legendary Cedric is 69, Fleur Delacour 64, the Dragon Horntail 119, Merperson 58, and Victor Crumb 81. Which, wow, those are some good legendary values, and I did not do well on those drops. Royalty sets, where am I at? I think I completed 2. Yep, I have 2 complete royalty sets, and I have exactly 0 cards towards a third one. I've done it exactly as I'm supposed to. And I got these royalty sets for way cheaper than what we see on the screen here. One epic is $22, $12, $11, $18, $13, $11. They're pretty high value. Cheapest one is what, $7.99? $6.89. So let's look at Harry Potter over here on Pop and Stock, and look at the value of a Harry Potter royalty set as of right now. 98.96% of all packs open. That's got to be one of the highest numbers ever. Keep in mind, 22% burn rate. So every number down here, like potential royalty sets was 3,000. Bring that down by 22%, which is what, 640, 650. I'm ballparking. I'm probably wrong. So that makes it 2,500, 2,600, somewhere in there. It started as low as $81. This is about what I paid, somewhere in that ballpark. Most recently spiked at $188, now back down to $161. I don't need to fill out the clipboard. I know I don't have any, so it cost me $160.82 to complete a royalty set. If you have extra epics, you might need to get them listed pronto, because we're about to see another push on this. We might get a spike. We might see all the values of everything drop even more, or it might plateau. I really am not even trying to make speculation or a guess on this, because I don't have any idea where it's going to go. I just need Merperson to be complete on Harry Potter now. Didn't think I'd be able to complete, but I budgeted to make it happen. Nice job, Blue. Monster Pete says, do you have to verify account on Atomic Hub? Don't believe so, no. I don't think you have to verify to sell. I don't think so. But I haven't done it in a long time, so transfer a cheap NFT over, try to put it up for sale, see what happens. I wouldn't do it with an expensive one in case something goes wrong. Grab a common that you have an extra of, send it over, see if you can put it up on the market. That's your best bet. So yeah, Harry Potter's next, and it's going to be really interesting to see where this last, how many weeks do we have on Harry Potter? The snapshot date is May 22nd. So we got 2 weeks from now, from tomorrow. So make sure you're paying attention. Maybe a chance to jump in and complete another Harry Potter set. Maybe a chance to sell some extras and make some money. You may still crack a pack and get lucky. Somebody in this community grabbed a standard pack and was able to pull a grail, which is just wow. Yo, my guy FNC. Nice, Allie. Happy for you. Good luck. I mean, if the pattern we've seen of the value of the coins doubling when stuff gets into the tertiary market is true, you could complete another royalty and sell it and get some of the money back that you just spent on completing a royalty, but there's no guarantees. So Elmer, if you live in the US, shipping on the redeemables is free. You live outside the US, it alters depending on the location. Our friends in Canada pay like an extra 10 or 20 bucks per pop. Or for the first pop, it's 20, an additional or 10, something like that. But if you're in the US, once you get your coins, you go through the checkout, it's $0. It's free. They built the price into the pack sales. Sorry, I needed a snack. Okay, we've talked a lot about Funko NFTs. I think we're in a good place. We're all caught up. We even looked at horror to see what's happening with that. I did not look at My Little Pony 2. I don't think it's good. But let's see, I just clicked on it. Yeah, My Little Pony, whoa, it went all the way down to $30.52 at one point, but it's at least climbed back up to $38. It didn't seem like anybody really cared about that drop, which is sad. It's a shame. But guess what? We're about to be on a tear here for a while, I think, with Funimation and Scooby. And then we'll see what's next. We don't have a date for Scooby, but most likely it'll be 2 weeks after the 14th, which would put us on the 28th. Most likely. No guarantee. For sure, Elmer. Yeah. For sure. The more you participate in these drops, the more you buy, the more you collect royalty sets and you learn, you start to look at the pricing and go, oh, okay, I see the value built in because I'm getting free shipping and I'm getting utility from my NFTs to hopefully get some bonus NFTs in the future and et cetera, et cetera. One thing I wish, I talked about it over the weekend, is that maybe they would build some sort of reward royalty program or loyalty program for those of us who are buying a bunch of NFT packs. Would be really cool. But if, you know, the reward is the NFTs and that's it, then I'm fine with that too. Non-NFT subject, but you going for Jumbo Chan Freddy? No, I don't think so. I love it. I would love to have it in my collection. But I'm not in, outside of NFTs, I buy very little these days. I only buy things that I'm just like completely in love with and have room for. And that Jumbo Chan, it's a big boy. If I had good income right now, absolutely I'd buy it, but I don't, so. I gotta be smarter about my purchases. The NFTs are an easy win for me because it's content here on the stream. I'm always learning, and to me, NFTs will be a part of my life for a very long time. Possibly other than me creating, possibly in other ways as well. And I really want to learn everything I can, so I'm looking at it as an investment. Walking Miracle, your timing could not have been better. I was going to segue to that next. So, how many people we have here? I'm going to start by adding some points. I'm going to add 50 because I think it's a lighter crowd today. No, it's 90 people. I'll add another 50. I'm just going to give you all 100. So, I'm not going to be here Friday, there'll be no stream, and I'm unfortunately going to miss the drop next Tuesday. We got a little family outing this weekend. Planned it a while back, and just it's not going to work for schedule. I'm coming back on Tuesday, and at the time we scheduled it, we didn't know would that be a drop day or not. Unfortunately, I'm going to be on the road for Tuesday's Funame drop. So, having said that, I got a jump start on next week. And while this isn't finished, I have next week's free NFT, which I'm going to start giving away to you guys now. Bear with me. Typing in free NFT is not going to do anything for you. I've got a free NFT I'm going to put up on the screen for you guys now. You'll see it for the first time. Nobody's seen it, not even Kelly, because I was working on it this morning. This may not be the finished final product. I think there's one change I'm going to make after some thought. But here is your first look at the Funame themed, what I'm calling Fun in May Nerds Unite NFT. And it may be one of my all-time favorite. Whoops. How about that? I think I'm going to change the hat. But I really like the way I took the theme of what Funko did, and I like the way it came out. So what I'm going to do is I've got a form put together already, and those of you who are here a week in advance of the Funko drop are going to get first dibs on filling in the form. Let me get the form. Right, Elmer? Thank you. I did this one all in Illustrator, and a lot of times these days I work in Procreate, but this one to me was like, I can do this one in Illustrator and make it look, because it needs to be precise in this case. I know, Autumn's Toys, it's part of the ongoing long-term plan, but I'm really bad at that part of product creation. Okay, let me shorten this URL. I need you guys to test this and let me know how it works once I say go. Follow instructions. Be sure to copy and paste your wallet address. Okay, I'm putting up the chat command now and the timer now, and I'll drop it here. So this should be the link to the form that you guys can go fill out now. Somebody test it. Let me know if there's any problems. This is the Fun in May NU NFT claim form for those who visited my stream today. And I will be making this available to people through the newsletter as well. And maybe even I might tweet about it and give a hint. Since I won't be streaming next Tuesday, there's no real way to say I'm giving it out during the stream. Now, unfortunately for patches and pins, I'm far behind on getting the stuff made, but it's in my short list of things to do. I know it has been forever. I'm sorry if anybody's irritated or sick of waiting. I'm really bad at that part of it. But I'm going to get it done. I've already had initial conversations on all this getting done. And I'll get it done. And I'm going to reward those who waited, for sure. Allie, it wasn't for me. I've got 14 people that filled it out. No, Elmer, I have not. You sure, Allie? Double check. So which form? Give me more info. Where are you clicking on the form? Are you seeing it pop up in Twitch chat and then you're filling it out? You know, I get it. I get it. Somehow you guys are getting to the wrong form. It's not the wrong form, but I have the wrong link somewhere. All right, let me double check. Something didn't save. Okay. No. It is the wrong message there. Hold on. I didn't change the whole message, and that's very well on me. Is the form right, or is the message that appears in chat wrong? I only changed the link. I should have changed the whole thing. As long as the form is right, I'll change the wording for the stream, for the Twitch chat. I forgot that I had altered the message there. In advance of the Crown Company drop for Tuesday, May 14th, I have a free NFT for Nerds Unite, for the Nerds Unite fam. Fill out this form now to claim your NFT. Good Lord. Your NFT. Follow instructions. Be sure to copy and paste your wallet address. Okay, so I'm going to double check the URL. Sorry if y'all are typing in something else in chat. I'm not seeing it because I'm staring at the screen right now. That is the wrong URL there. Okay, so I've answered that question. I don't know how that URL is wrong. I copied and pasted it. That's great. I love it when that works. Send. Link. Shorten. Copy. It ends in 9-7. Paste. And of course now it goes in just fine. Okay, so we'll try this again. I'm saving the command, and now I'm going to alter the timer. Okay. If you had to answer a booth question before, you were in the wrong form. The forms, if I've done my job right, should always have the image of the logo up in the top section and say free NFT claim form next to it. So one more time there. Yeah, no, I just fixed it all, Misty, so hopefully that's going to correct itself in the next few seconds, the next time it goes up. Okay, good. You were in the right form. So you should see... Sorry about that. I copied and pasted, and for some reason it didn't copy and paste. You should be seeing this form with the proper logo up in the top. If you see this form and fill it out, you did it right. If you filled out the form and you had to answer a booth question, you were in the wrong spot. So you'll have to fill out this form again. Or for the first time. Okay. So from here on out, you should not see anything about NFtopia. Should be corrected. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, you guys bear with me. When I'm doing this stuff on the fly, anything can happen. And I swear, I've been having this problem where I hit Control-C, go somewhere, hit Control-V, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I keep running into that in Illustrator, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If my fingers are in the right spot and I think I got it, or if it's an actual computer issue. So, that segues us to the next thing. Put that down here. That segues us to the next thing. So I won't be streaming Friday or next Tuesday. But I'll more than likely make up for it next week with the bonus stream, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, we'll see. As far as people who went to NFtopia over the weekend and you got the free NFTs, which we'll look at on the stream here. I was going to tell you a time-traveling joke, but you didn't like it. I love that one. That was really good. The Fun in May NFT form is now pinned. Thank you, Misty. Okay, so over the weekend, I gave away 3 free NFTs. We go to templates. This, by the way, now 850 templates created. This is insane. On Friday, there was the free NFtopia logo, which 70 plus of you got. If you came by the booth on Friday and you filled out the information, you should already have it in your wallet. Then there was the, on Saturday, the May the 4th Be With You Owl NFT logo. 60 of you got it. That's already been sent out. If you filled out the form correctly, you have it in your wallet. And then finally, yesterday, which was, Sunday, which was 5/5, marked the 3rd year anniversary of my NFT collection. So I went and created a new hoot which I rarely give out just Hoot, but I did this time because I wanted people to have it in their collection, celebrating 3 years of Nerds Unite on the Wax blockchain. So there will be blends starting tomorrow afternoon for one, if not all of these. I'm working on art, trying to get it done. It's a lot of work. Any blends will require, of course, the free NFT and one other. It may be Hoot 2.0, might be something else. But if you want to do the blends, you'll need to get them. And of course, if that's the case, if you want to keep your low mint number and do a blend or whatever, I'm going to need to make these available for sale so that you could buy another one. Or maybe you missed out on the freebie altogether and you just need to get the elements to do the blend. I need to have all these available for sale. So let's take a look and see. I think I made at least 2 of them available already. How'd you collect the Hoot? Came by my booth at NFTopia on Sunday and answered a question. So that one's up, but I didn't put the other 2 up. I will by the time the blends go live tomorrow. These are still going to be, when I put them up, they go from you getting a random in a pre-minted to being mint on demand, i.e. this one right here, this Friday logo, possible mint number 77. It's a mint on demand, so you get the mint that's up next. So if you still want something under 100, you can still get that. The longer you wait, the higher the mint numbers go. Oh, yeah. The booths are up to this weekend. Yeah, the booths are up, but the free NFT is not. Everybody could do their booth a little differently. I did mine, hey, come by on this date. I put all that out on Twitter. Come by on this date to get a free NFT. They won't be free the rest of the week. The free window has ended. I really wanted to encourage people, and this is the thought process I go through almost everything is, I'm trying to educate, train, encourage for you guys to go and learn and do things. And what I wanted to do was get people to NFTopia over the weekend. And a lot of you came by and you hung out at the booth, and we had like kind of a little mini private stream, stuff like that. I know it might have been frustrating. You were still learning. You had some technical difficulties. Guess what? You either did get a free thing, which was free, or you didn't get it, and it's still available for $1.50. Totally up to you if you decide that the value is there or not. I like that, Callard. Stop, educate, and listen. I'm sorry if you feel slighted or that's not fair, but it is perfectly fair. I'm always trying to encourage you guys. I put out information anywhere and everywhere I can and ask you guys to do things like follow me on Twitter and Instagram and the email so that I can distribute information everywhere. If you missed out on it, I'm sorry. But the freebie window is done. Show off some of the stuff we learned if you were able. You might have to help me remember. Yeah, the go-to feature in NFTopia was really cool. That was super helpful. Exactly. I mean, it's just like, I still think in this day and age, convention exclusives should be exclusive to the convention. Mikey Tanks, thank you for refollowing. I like that Funko has shared exclusives, but I don't think they should be the same exclusive that's in their booth at a con. I think you should be rewarded for going to the con. It costs thousands of dollars to go to San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con or whatever. And if you go all the way to that booth, or you go to the con, you're lucky enough to get tickets, you're lucky enough to get into the booth, you go through all the waiting in line and everything, you should be able to get something truly exclusive. And then, if they do a shared, it should be a different mold or different colors or something. This is my personal opinion. I'm not dogging Funko. I'm just saying, hearkening back to the early days of me collecting Funko, getting to the San Diego Comic-Con booth was such a cool freebie, or such a cool premium thing to get. Then if you wanted to get the shared, oh cool. I used to have a few shared. Now it's all shared. I think it's lost its luster. I love a booth sticker, especially 2012, 2013 STCC. I don't think it gets any cooler than that to me. Yeah, but it's free to go online, so can't really compare the two. Oh, well, absolutely, I can compare the two. What I'm saying is, your investment was taking the time and the energy to go. It didn't cost you money, but it cost you time, which is worth money, to go to the convention, go through the struggles of getting in there and learning and getting in, and then getting to the booth, and you'll get their low mint numbers for free as a reward. And then if you didn't, still available for $1.50. So I guess I'm valuing your time at about $1.50. That's what this boils down to. Byron the Horde had that type of thing too, but you had to take a selfie in front of his booth and post it on Twitter. I love it. I love it. And if I'd known about it, I would have done it. Unfortunately, I didn't know. And maybe he doesn't even make that available for sale. That may have truly just been you only get it if you came in at this time. Yeah. Mindy, yes. Send me a DM on Twitter, and don't forget to include your Wax Wallet ID and how much either wax or money in wax. So if you say I need 50, is that $50 in wax or just 50 wax? It's a distinction that's important. I'm sorry if anybody feels slighted, but I try to be very, very clear on the instructions and make it fair to everyone, and I think it was fair, so... and if there was a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the stream while the host seller solves it. That's good. Ice, baby. Why would anyone ask for only 50 wax? I'm not here to judge. Sometimes people just need to get a little bit extra to finish a purchase on something. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have noticed a pattern, but it's important to use the right words and the right descriptors on things. I sometimes mess up too, but I'm trying to be very careful about that. Is Poppin' Stock here? I missed it. There he is. My NFT was exclusive. I already burned all the ones that were not claimed during the weekend. Oh, so cool. See, I'm glad I grabbed one then. That's awesome. And now it makes it more rare. Yeah, I kind of do that through the blends. Like, here's a freebie. Hold the freebie. Might have a value one day, might not. But if you want to take it a step further, you can now blend. That's going to cost you a little bit. And it may have a big payoff in the long run, or it might be worth nothing. Totally your call. Good luck, Monster Pete. Absolutely. You need to get that wax on Atomic Hub. Yep. Oh, Randy, I know, right? It's tricky. I'm a little surprised I didn't see any Cinco de Mayo themed NFTs in Enotopia on Sunday. I know, I was shocked too. Mine would have been if it hadn't been 5/5 theme, but also there could be the culture appropriation of the date at this point. Depending on how you themed your Cinco de Mayo NFT, it could be considered kind of rude, kind of mean. Yeah, exactly, Blues Boy. The old earwax, bikini wax, candle wax jokes resurface every time we talk about buying wax. It happens. All right, I'm not making any Cinco de Mayo jokes or quips or comments. No, try to be very careful. Okay, we did all that. We talked about NFTs. We talked about NFtopia. We talked about I'm not going to stream Friday and Tuesday. We got a free NFT up for you guys. Ready to go. 52 of you have already claimed this free one. Clearly, me just doing free giveaways here at the stream really helps. So, it is what it is. I found that Byron had 4 booths, and he had to take a selfie in each booth for 4 different... He had 4 booths? I didn't know that. Boothalicious. Okay, any other NFTs, questions, concerns, Funko NFTs, Nerds Unite NFTs, anything else? If you had the same problem Miss Jessie Star or Falcon or anybody else had, I will be sending out an email tomorrow when the first blends are going to go up. I will not be streaming. So make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. If you're not signed up for the newsletter, the next best course of action is I'll send out tweets that say, hey, this is going live. But the email, I think the newsletter is your best bet. So make sure you sign up for that newsletter. Still pinned at the top. No, wait, we repinned. We pinned something new in Twitch. Here's the newsletter. Sign up. And I'll put it in YouTube as well. Got 11 people watching right now. If anybody's watching and you have any questions, concerns, whatever, feel free to drop in. This is a safe space on YouTube as well. Nerds Unite is the motto. We're here to lift each other up, treat each other with kindness, and not call each other names or call each other stupid for something they do or don't know. So if you have a question, ask it. Chances are somebody else has it as well. Don't want anybody to feel left out or left behind. There's nobody else. Sans Phenometrics on Tuesdays, who is a Spanish-speaking streamer, is doing drops with Funko, and I don't know if he'll be streaming next Tuesday or not. Am I following him on Twitter? Let me see if I'm following Phenometrics. If you speak Spanish and you're looking for somebody to fill that void next Tuesday that I'll be leaving, I would recommend you go follow Phenometrics. Here's his. I didn't follow him back. I'm a poo-poo. All right, I just followed Phenometrics, and let's see. I don't see anything about his upcoming streams, but he does stream on some Tuesdays. There's his Twitch right there. I don't know if it'll be up on the anime drop day or not, the Funime drop day or not, but I recommend you follow if you want somebody to watch and interact with. Callard, how many blends you doing this week? Anywhere between 1 and 50. I don't know yet. I've got some art done. I'm not done. I would love to tell you guys I'm like got the week planned out and everything's ready to go, and that's not how I work. I get up today and I did not have this logo, and then 2 hours before the stream I was like, I need to make the thing. I got the thing in my head. I need to make the thing. I make the thing. I tell you guys about it. Very often it's minutes apart from one another. So tomorrow there'll be some blends. I don't know if you're blending for one thing or 30. And we'll see how it goes. Sometimes I'll work on stuff for hours and then go, you know what? This is not working. Scrap it. Move on. I wish I was more planned out like Priscilla. She's a pro, a true pro. I could learn a lot from her. Okay, we got till about 2. It's 1:20. What else do we need to do? I'll miss you during the Funime NFT. I'll miss you too. I won't be streaming. Won't be the same buying packs. Oh, that's what you're saying. Without your stream off on the side. Yeah, I get you. I thought you were saying you'd be out. No, you were saying because I'll be out. I appreciate that. Inadequate math. Our record showed the machine was made to break down by now. It's amazing, Savage. She's been on after con here recently too, like C2E2, and she just had another one this past weekend. She does the where they have the not an art festival. What is it on Tuesdays that she does? Like a farmer's market on Tuesdays, I believe. Do you remember the name of the pizza place in Portland that was so good? Blind Onion. So good. The bestest. If the drop doesn't sell out, it's because Sully isn't live. Tell Funko that. Agree, Randy, like, can we open packs without Sully streaming? 3 top con moments. That's a great question, Blues Boy. That's a tough list to narrow down. I think one is definitely getting to meet Zachary Levi and talk with him a bit as a fan. Going to STCC, going back 7, 8, 9 years ago. I saw him at a party one year. I went the next year. He was at the same party. He came out. We said, hey, Zachary Levi, come down and say hi, which I don't know why we didn't get out of line and go to him. He came down, and we're like, can we get a picture together? It wasn't actually at Nerd HQ. He had Nerd HQ, but this was at a separate party. It's like, can we get a picture together? And like an idiot, I handed my phone to him, like he was in charge of the picture. And he handed it to the girl he was with, the lady he was with. And she took the photo, and as the camera is coming down, as the phone coming down, it's Yvonne Strahovski, who was also in Chuck and several other films and was in Dexter. And I saw him fangirling over Zachary Levi, and then I couldn't even get a word out about Yvonne Strahovski using my phone to take a picture. I'm like, didn't even say a word, just mumbled. I couldn't believe it. So stupid. Nathan Fillion auctioning off a Nerd Foo shirt. My buddy Steve and I had our own business called Nerd Foo, where we shared really cool all pop culture stuff, collectibles. We had a podcast. We did live streaming. We did the whole thing. And before I went to work at Funko, and even after for a while. And we were at Dallas Fan Expo somewhere around 2015, probably. Yeah, probably around 2015. And we went up to meet Nathan Fillion. And while I'm there, I'm like, I'd like to give you something. And it was one of our Nerd Foo shirts that we had made in a bright orange, white print on it. It wasn't a very good looking shirt, but it was something, right? Gave it to him, and he's like, oh, say thank you so much. I appreciate that. Fast forward a year or two. I can't remember how long it was. Nathan Fillion is inside a room at Nerd HQ, which is run by Zachary Levi and his group of friends. He's in a panel, and one of the panels that he would do every year at Nerd HQ, which I miss terribly. Nerd HQ was the bestest. I wish they would bring it back, but unfortunately, Zachary Levi lost a ton of money on it. But anyway, Nathan Fillion is in a room doing a surprise auction of items that he had in his possession. He would hold up an item, say, look at this cool thing I got. I'm going to auction it off. All the money's going to go to charity. And he auctioned off anything from stickers to, I almost bought a watch from him that was engraved with his autograph. I bid $200 something. Somebody beat me. But in this one, that I happened to be standing just outside the room. I was literally 10 feet away, standing outside the doors because the next panel up was Supernatural. Nathan Fillion was in there doing one of these auction pop-up things. And we didn't know about it till people started tweeting me and texting me, and then we watched it on IGN the next day. They posted the video. Nathan Fillion takes his bag, opens it up, and he goes, look, Nerd Foo shirt. That's cool. Why do I want to get rid of that? It's a Nerd Foo shirt. He says Nerd Foo like 3-4 times. Says it right. Perfect. Level of energy is amazing. He's like the bestest human on the planet. And he auctioned it off for like 60, 80 bucks, something like that. It didn't go for a lot. Signed it there on the spot, gave it to a person. Next day, I watched the video, I clipped it, I talked about it. It was one of my favorite moments of all time. And I actually made a public post and said, if anybody has that shirt signed by Nathan Fillion, I want it back. I'll pay you $200 for it right now. That offer still stands. I would spend $200-300 bucks to buy that shirt back from somebody right now, because I imagine they did not wear it or wash it. That it was probably framed or at least put up somewhere nice. That was two favorite con moments. What would be my third favorite con moment? I don't know if it counts towards the con, but I think that Savage says I should find the post and repost. I could with some work. I'd have to go back quite a bit. I think my third favorite con moment, and I'm leaving out a lot of great ones because I have been blessed to have some amazing con moments over the years, was probably I got hired by Funko. I started going to the cons not as press or as an attendee, but now as a team member for Funko. At first, nobody knew who the hell I was, and eventually that built up to people knew the Funcast and the marketing team, and people were kind enough to come up and they wanted to do a photo or an autograph and expressed interest in me as a human being. It made me feel big and good, you know, like in a really positive way. And finally, after 2.5 years at Funko, I think, or 2 years, Funko said, Brian said, and Mike said, we want you on the stage at Fun Days. We're going to come out. You're going to lead the charge for one of the groups and get them to cheer. And so getting to hear Brian Mariotti say, and here comes the Funcast crew, Sully. And I came out, and that audience erupted inside of the Manchester Grand Hyatt Ballroom and screamed, and I heard my name a bunch, and I came out, and I got everybody excited and jumping up, and like it just makes me wow. I still feel that energy from that night. It was one of the best experiences of my life, and unfortunately ended all too soon, and I'll probably never get to experience anything quite like it again. And I didn't do anything wrong, but it happened. Yeah, they were great moments. I've been very, very blessed, and I hope to build a lot more over the years. I'm not done with this journey yet, so. Misty said it'd be hard to pick just 3. Number 1, meeting the most of the cast of Star Wars A New Hope. That's amazing. 2, Carrie Fisher pouring glitter on me and drawing on my wrist. That's great. I love it. Anybody got footage that can be reshared? Reshare it all. Most guys hang on to a small compliment for decades. I can't imagine what that would feel like. Yeah, I mean, every one of those compliments meant the world to me. And also, I still hold on to almost every time somebody said something mean about me in the comments under a video or did something that negatively impacted the Funko community, and it still hurts to this day, even though I'm not officially a part of it anymore. Blues Boy says you have even greater moments to come. I hope so. I mean, post Funko, I got to interview Adam Baldwin and Jewel State from Firefly. Last year, I got to interview Giancarlo Esposito in person, which, by the way, it looks like he has an MCU role now, and there's speculation he might be the Kang replacement. That would be amazing. I don't know. We'll see what it is. Venture says, I got my social media Freddy 1.0 from one of the last episodes of the Funcast. Oh, man. Yeah, we used to give away prizes every week. And Fourth Curator says, I have your autograph on my social media Freddy Funko 2.0. I love it. That's so cool. Was he the Biodome Baldwin? No, that's, I think it was Billy Baldwin. Adam Baldwin was the Firefly cast. That's why I mentioned him and Jewel State. It's still my dream. If I could host any one panel in the world, now that unfortunately Stan Lee has passed, that one's not going to happen. But if I could host either a Firefly reunion panel, that would be the ultimate, or at least a Nathan Fillion, Alan Tudyk panel. That would be chef's kiss. I would probably break down and cry. Adam's Toy says, I still remember meeting you at STCC 2017 for the first time and being in awe as you took your time and chatted with any fanatic who came up to the booth. And I loved every one of those conversations. I love telling people about my story and talking to them about the favorite pops and talking about the Funcast. I remember Ben Feldman was the one that told me, hey, I've been listening to the podcast. You guys are doing pretty good, but here's some other ideas. And check out my friend's podcast. And now I'm friends with his friend. Like, every one of those conversations turned into something, or just was a great memory for someone else, including myself. Misty. Also at NYCC, a certain Funcast member handing me a social media Freddy. Misty was the sweetest. She would always come up and talk to me at the booth. Never asked for anything. And then one day I happened to be walking around the booth and I had a social media Freddy on me, and we were going to do a giveaway or something. I don't remember what it was, but I had one in my bag. And Misty came up and we were chatting for a little bit, and I just took the box out and I put it in her basket and I said, "Check that out when you take off." And she came back later that day just all ecstatic. I was hoping to run into you that day, so it worked out perfectly. Yeah, I mean, I've been very, very blessed. Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion are honestly like two, to me, they are nerd gods. He is actually, Adam Baldwin is a cousin to the Baldwins. Alec and Billy and all of them are actually his cousins. Clint's still waiting on a Funcast prize. Good luck, bud. Good luck. I remember meeting you at Houston Comic Palooza years ago. Oh, we met there? That's awesome. I tried to get Funko to go to Comic Palooza for so long, and they just wouldn't even, they wouldn't listen to me when it came to stuff like that. I'm like, just, my want for Funko would be, not everyone can travel to HQ or Hollywood or get to San Diego or New York or C2E2. Those are all very expensive outings. Take Funko to the people. And they did the bus thing, which was kind of cool, but also had its problems. My thought was always, take a truck, make it look like Freddy's ice cream truck, roll it into some of the smaller conventions like Houston Comic Palooza, Dallas Fan Expo, some that aren't even small. Go to MegaCon, go to Denver Fan Expo, etc., etc. Roll that bad boy up on the show floor. Open up the doors. Of course, you have to roll it in before the people get there. Open up the doors and have the pops inside. You can have more inventory brought in from elsewhere and sell a small selection of Funko exclusives for that con, because not only would it be great for the fans that are local, but it would help build those other cons, because you've got to know that when Funko announces we're doing C2E2 again for the first time this year, ticket sales for C2E2 go up. Imagine them announcing we're doing Comic Palooza this year, and a bunch of people come up and go to the booth. And I thought would be the coolest is, I don't know if you guys remember, I don't have it in here, the Stan Lee pops where he's opening up the shirt and there's a logo on the shirt, and they would do one for San Diego Comic-Con, one for New York Comic-Con, Supernova, etc. I have all of them but two, I think. And do that, but Freddy Funko with the shirt open at the con, and then you make a small run of a couple thousand, 1,000 for Comic Palooza. for Dallas Fan Expo, for Denver Fan Expo, for MegaCon. Have them all over the country. Not only we get people locally that'll come to them and want to get those pops, but people will travel for them, and your cost on making a pop where it's the same mold over and over goes way down, and your engagement with fans goes way up. Did I ever get to pitch that to anybody? No, nobody was listening to me. Will I ever get to? No, I won't. But Ventura started with the Funcast, and now you're carrying me in Rocket League. I mean, we'll be waiting forever for that to happen. Yeah, go to MegaCon. There you go. Brady said you were walking around telling people to come find you later and you would hand out something free. So my friend and I followed you for a while and then you just vanished like a magician. I saw you, Randy C. Yeah, that's what I meant by the bus event at 86. They did the Fun on the Run, but the Fun on the Run event, it fell short in a few ways. And one was those boxes were cool, but they weren't as exclusive as I had hoped they would be. And two, what were you going to see if you went to the Fun on the Run event? I didn't feel myself driven enough, ironically driven, bus, in a car, to go to the event. There was no version of a Funcast. There was no version of a representative Funko. Mike did go to some of the events, but they actually pitched that event to me, kinda, before I left Funko and said, what if we went city to city and we did something? And the current CMO at the time, Molly, said, Sully, if we do this thing, we want you to drive the bus from city to city. And I was like, wait. So we would like be on the road for a month and we would hit place after place after place. And then I think the theory too was an end at San Diego Comic-Con and have the bus set up there somewhere so people could come up. And I was like, this would be so awesome. Like, can we go to Nashville and have the pop-up event during the day and then have a Funcast at a local place that night? Next day off, editing, posting, traveling to the next city, go to Dallas and do that, etc., etc. Thank you, Willibard. 40 months, tier 1. But they actually brought it up when I was there, and so when they finally did it 2.5, 3 years later, I was like, that was that thing that I was supposed to be a part of. I didn't go to one of the events. Emotionally, I don't think I could have done it. It's hard enough for me to go to fun days now, but I don't want to miss out. It kills me to be there, but not there, you know? Like, I don't get to do what I was supposed to do. P. King said the bus didn't make it anywhere into Eastern time zones. When they announced it, was like, heck yeah, they got to do Boston. I think the idea was they were going to do more of those, but, and this is my guess, didn't perform the way they thought it would, and therefore they cut it. They only did those certain dates and then didn't do it anymore. I got teary-eyed, so yeah, right, Misty? I'm way behind on chat, sorry, gang. Would you still consider going back if they came to you? Not that it would happen. My brain says no. My heart says yes. I've gone through this cycle over and over again, and there have been times where they've teased me. Some I'll probably never tell you guys about, where they implied that it was going to happen, and then they changed their mind, or they said, we want to introduce you to this new person who's taken over, and they're interested in talking to you about doing some things, and then they've left me hanging. They've broken my heart time and time again, so I've had to walk away, and I don't think I could do it again. Willibard says, I had to sub non-Amazon. I'm not used to ads in a Sully trailer. There you go, Willibard. Fun on the Run. That was supposed to cross the country, but only visited 4 states and a couple of them more than once. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be more, and then it didn't work out. Would you have literally been driving? Well, originally it wasn't going to be a big bus like that. It was going to be more like an RV, a smaller footprint for the actual vehicle, with them just like mailing ahead or shipping ahead boxes that would then be delivered on site for stuff. But they changed it up quite a bit when they went with that full bus. It really hurts me to watch now as they attempt to do stuff, but they don't have the right people for it. I think the Carissa I don't know her. I'd love to meet her and talk to her, but I think Carissa seems to be doing a really good job with what she's been provided. And that is like she's on stage and she's doing the panel. Looked a little lonely up there. I don't know if she had other guests come in. I mean, Savage, you'd be able to speak to that. You were there at the panel. I saw a lot of friends there. I wish I'd been in the room, but they're just missing out on that connection with the fans. And for Fun on the Run, they did a live, and you could tell it was an afterthought with a person who didn't know they were didn't get it from the fans' perspective or the connection with the fans. It didn't look good. It didn't come across good. And then I don't know how much of that they did. The few I watched were like, really? There was no planning at all into how this went down. I'll try for a fun day. So I'm definitely trying. Fun on the Run was nerfed. Probably have gone from STCC to NYCC on the road with that bus. That would have been insane. They never would have let us off for that long. Like, I guarantee you, had we done that, I would have been expected to continue to do my daily job while on the road doing that job. That was the expectation from them. Like, when we did cons, we would have to, like, let's say that the con was SDCC, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? The previous week, we were still required to be in the office Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then fly out late Wednesday or early Thursday morning. More likely early Thursday morning because it saved them paying for another hotel room. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we had to post all of the social content that we normally would, plus pre-design and schedule all the social content that would go out over that weekend, plan out all of our giveaways, plan any live podcasts that we were doing. I would have to fill out the application to even go to the con and do the podcast. Like, I had to be the one to facilitate that. At the con, we worked 17, 18 hours a day. And then in the evening, we went back to our room and we had to do more work. More than once, I roomed with Cameron because they forced us to have roommates, like kids. More than once, Cameron was up. We'd get there at 11 or midnight after having dinner and calming down, having to be up at 6 a.m. the next day. And Cameron would go to work on his laptop. And I'd be like, dude, whatever it is, it can wait until we get back. And he'd be like, they need numbers right now on how things are performing. I'd be like, you're burning yourself out. You can't do this forever. Don't do it, man. Quit giving him that. Let's just go to sleep and it'll be there after the con. I'd wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning. He'd still be on his laptop. That man worked his tail off and then got let go in the same phone call I did when they finally laid us all off. I thought for sure he would be protected. And he thought that of me, I think. But the wallet will probably make the decision if you get an offer. I'll tell you right now, Randy, if they had offered me anything 2 years ago, I would have taken it. Now, it would have to be a serious conversation. I hope they bring you back even though they left you hanging. I don't think it's never going to happen. Was it going to be like road rules? That would have been fun. Which day are you all hoping to get for fun? I don't. Either one's fine with me. Jeez, guys, I don't think he's going back. Look, if Funko came to me, I'd have the conversation. But they have made it more than apparent that they don't give two shits about me. So it's no joke. Long days and early mornings. Couldn't imagine also trying to manage socials. Yeah, and talk to people and like I always took it on myself. Like I knew in the moment how important and how special being there was. And like I was always remembered what it was like to be a fan. And so we could be in the middle of our last day of a con after 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep each night for the previous 4 nights. No energy in the tank, running off just coffee. And I remember specifically one New York Comic Con, I kept trying to eat a piece of pizza. We had pizza in the booth. I got a piece, set it aside. Somebody needed something. I went out and talked to him. Came back, got the piece of pizza in hand. Somebody said, Sully, somebody's here for you. I put it down, I go out, get back to the piece of pizza. It happened over and over and over again. Eventually I was like, I'm gonna hide. So I go and I sit, like ironically, the stanchions were were lined out, and then there were those tables you would walk up to and buy stuff. just on the other side of the table was the area you could hide the most because it was so close that people couldn't see there. So I sat down to eat the piece of pizza, and somebody came up and they looked at me and they could tell that I had been trying to eat that piece of pizza for a half hour, and they're like, sorry to do this, but somebody's here to talk to you. And I still remember going, I can right now go, no, I'm not going to do it. Or I can set down the piece of pizza and go talk to somebody and maybe make that experience for them something special that they would always remember. And I put the piece of pizza down without hesitation and got up and went and talked to that person for 10, 20 minutes and finally came back and had a piece of cold pizza while running around. And I don't regret it at all, because hopefully for that person, it was a good experience. They not only enjoyed meeting me, I'm not saying they did, if they did, cool. That made them a closer connection to Funko, and they knew that Funko Family was a real thing. Ironically, on the heels of Funko Family, they tossed me out on my ass, but... Inadequate Mass says, it sounds like my work now. If they want me to stay there, gonna have to give up a lot that they don't want to. And you know what? Sometimes, sadly, now, companies don't see the value of employees. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They are a number. They are another cog in the system, another wheel in the system. And you got to go fight for what's owed you or what you've earned. And you may find out they don't think you earned it or were owed it. Or you may find out that they go, you know what? You are worth it. And we're going to do what we can to keep you around. We wouldn't want to see you go. That'd be a really good feeling. It'd be a crappy one for them to go, you're not that special. You can go on your way. Go find somewhere else that is special, that sees you as special. There are other jobs out there. You're building something more special, even though it's not at the scale of Funko. Your Nerd Unite helps people on a deeper level than any corporation ever could. Oh, thank you, Blues Boy. Means the world to me. It really does. I mean, I know we've done a lot of good with the fundraising for Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network over the last 4 years, going on 5. And I know that creating a community here where it's safe space where we can all talk and be open and honest, but help each other out and be supportive of one another is not something that happens regularly. And even though if I'm not making any money off of it, I still enjoy it and I don't want to give it up. I'm only here now for a paycheck, says Inadequate Mass. Soon I get a lawyer, my boss is screwed. Soon as I get a lawyer, my boss is screwed. I mean, look, no one's going to fight for you but you. That's a saying for a reason. It's you got to fight for yourself or get a lawyer involved to fight for you. Don't take it, man, because companies will throw you away like you never existed. Nadu says, oh my, Mondo has a new Motu Sky Sled 1/6 scale vehicle pre-ordering on Wednesday. I can't even look at the awesome stuff from Mondo. I want it all. Savage says, yes, Carissa portrayed more like Mike's left hand, or woman. It was pretty fun watching their chemistry. Another on stage with someone from Mondo to announce their new products. I'm glad. I hope Carissa is what fans and Mike need to build that connection. And if she called me up or messaged me or whatever right now and said, hey, I want to hear from you. What are things you think we should be doing? I'd take the time to chat with her. Because I want to see it succeed. I really do. Inadequate says, I'm the scapegoat of the company while also being the highest quality and experience. Wow. Yeah, I know the feeling. You got to fight for your right for a potty break. I hope you don't have to fight for a potty break. Me too, Misty. It does hurt my heart, and I think about it way too often. Kelly tells me regularly, she's like, to hear you talk about them in one breath as the best thing that ever happened in your life, and you were so excited and you want to go back, and then to hear the horror stories of what you had to do and how much sleep you lost and how much pain they provided and how little they paid you and et cetera, is like, it doesn't make sense. But it is what it is. Did you see the new G Fuel protein energy product? It releases tomorrow. I did not, Allie. That's cool. I got to check that out. I work to live, not live to work. That's the way it's supposed to be, but... P. King, things to fight for. A, yourself. B, your right to party. There's a shirt. It was not just a job for me. It was going to be my life for a long time to come. Was I completely happy? No, I'll be honest. There was a lot of things that drove me nuts, but I fought for the fans and for what was right. More than one time in a room, they'd be like, here's what we're going to do. And I'd be like, excuse me. If you do that, you're crapping on the fans. You're basically telling them that you don't think they're very smart and you're doing something real low budget just to make another buck. Can we not? Can we do it a different way? Or, pardon me, like you're going to do this, this, and this all within the same week? People don't have unlimited funds. Can we space this out? Or one of my favorites was Hollywood HQ opening. They had hired this guy who was one of my least favorite people in the world to set up the event. And he waited till like 2 weeks before to have any meetings with the Funcast marketing team, even though we had, quite a bit of experience with stuff like that. And he told us all about the HQ opening and said, yeah, we're going to have everybody out there lined up in a parking lot. And I was like, lined up in a parking lot? What do you mean? He goes, yeah, parking lot, here it is on the map. It's like, are there tents? No. Why no tents? It's going to be like very hot out there. We should have tents. It's not in the budget. Okay, well then we're going to provide water, right? No, they can buy water. There's convenience stores. I'm like, no, you need water. And then if you're going to have water, what about bathrooms? Oh, well, they can go use the Pip Boys or whatever the auto place is right next door. I was like, have you talked to the Pep Boys and let them know that hundreds of people we need to get porta potties or something? Like, he was just gonna they can be the masses and they'll get what they get and they'll be happy for it. And I was like, that's not how we treat people or fans. And we had to fight, and I literally almost fought with him. Randy said, I almost forgot I finally got in that overseas 5-pack of What We Do in the Shadows. If you're interested. Oh, man, I want it so bad, Randy. Yes, talk to me. That's why I said for most. Yeah, there you go. Allie, you get it. I'm Born to Be Dead. That's the name of the skull. And a song by Scooty. AI Scooty. I'd never heard of that before. You were the fans' voice in the room as one yourself. I mean, love my coworkers, the rest of the Funcast and stuff, but I don't think, with the exception of Yoko and I were more alike in that way. No one else was a fan first that then went to Funko. So they didn't get the same, they hadn't had the same experiences, and they didn't get the same understanding of what it meant. They didn't know that, I had to educate them. Like, if somebody goes to San Diego Comic-Con, they got to spend airfare, tickets, hotel, all the stuff that they want to buy at the con, tickets to fun days as well, stuff like that. Like, it's a very expensive outing. They deserve something for that. I had to fight for things like that. Allie says, I still care about doing a good job at work, but I compartmentalize and see where to draw the line too. That's good. You do that for your own mental health. You have to. This was for Hollywood. Sorry, I mentioned both in the same. Yeah, it was for Hollywood, not HQ. The HQ opening, well, it was not ill-planned. It was a learning experience. Like, try to tell people not to line up. They do anyway. Duh, it's going to happen. It was very cold. But people, for the most part, acted and behaved really well for that. I think it went really well. This guy you're speaking of doesn't sound very bright. He wasn't. Funko Fan 34. I'm not going to call it any names or anything, but he didn't last very long at Funko. He didn't get it. Right, Fourth Curator? It was hot out there. I remember walking out and going, we can't be out here long or else we're not going to make it through the day. And there were people out there, like I met Gatos there, and Steve Matthews was there, Matthews Ranch, and a ton of you guys that I remember seeing, and people were just like hot, drenched, sunburned, but still excited because it was such a big deal. Scooty made the song in the style of Rob Zombie, Living Dead Girl with AI, turned out to be Born to Be Dead. Oh, I love anything Rob Zombie style. That's cool, Mass. Pay for porta pots, but no tents. I mean, if you're going to have to figure out which one was more important, I think the porta pots probably was, with the free water. I loved the HQ opening. Yeah, the HQ opening to me was more special and more exciting. The Hollywood store was also still a lot of fun, and the store itself is so freaking cool, but it was not as well planned. I may be able to visit Hollywood shop later this year. Oh, I saw... Check this out. Where's my phone? Our friend Kyle who was also fired from Funko after years of putting in, or laid off, not fired, of putting in tons of hard work with them. And for a while he did all of the video and was holding it. He helped them build their TikTok and stuff. He stopped by HQ over the Hollywood over the weekend. And there he is. They're still using his photo on the front of the building, even though they canned him. And there he is holding his pop. Which, he's not as bitter about it as some of us are, but... Jeepers, is that guy who was planning that event the same guy who planned the Fire Festival? I never thought about it, but he should have been. Hollywood opening still remains one of my favorite Funko trips. Disneyland Day was so much fun. Last trip before the world shut down. Yeah, those were close to each other, weren't they? I did that trip. Didn't go to Funko or to Disney on that trip, I don't think. But we did go to Disney for Pixar night. Literally like 48 hours before they shut down everything. It was the basketball was getting canceled and other things were getting canceled as we sat there eating dinner with who were we with? Christine and Damien and a few other fanatics who happened to go to Pixar night with us. Wonder how things would be different if COVID never happened. Yeah, me too. But hey, through all that, I got to start streaming. If I hadn't started streaming, and then eventually ended up living with Jungle Bry, and then eventually getting to date and now marry his sister, and being as happy as I am now, would I want to go back and change everything? No. Would I want the future to be something that gets me back into that fandom and lets me do what I love most? Yes. Be a shame if that window broke. Inadequate mass, I love it. Billy from Firefest was on Tosh podcast. Was good. Oh man, I need to check that out. Willibard says we went to C2E2 for the very first time about a week before the shutdown. Oh, was it that? Yeah, I guess so, right? Wait. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it was May. Yeah, for real. I wish price of soda was the same before COVID. Huh? Like Funko soda or soda? So are you going to play any games on stream sometimes? Rob Odd, yeah, I definitely do. Today we just ended up doing more of a Q&A style thing, but like on Friday we played some Fortnite and absolutely play it from time to time. I play some Rocket League from time to time. When I first started all this, I absolutely did, Animal Crossing. Still laugh at that. FunkoFan34 says, can we turn the window into a Walk of Fame star for him instead? Oh, that'd be nice. Tosh also had his wife's gyno on. That was gold. Wait. No follow-up questions. Soda. Okay. So, you're saying that, based on your comment, it makes it sound like you like the price of soda now, but didn't like the price of soda before. That didn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I'm not I'm not getting into an inadequate mass. Did Funko call their soda figure soda because sometimes soda the drink is called pop? I don't know, maybe. That was a Mike thing he dreamed up, was the Funko soda. And it was, I remember presenting that at Toy Fair in January of the year before it came out. And we had a couple coolers, like the big ones you open up at a convenience store to get your soda out of. And it was so wonderfully done, and we had some out, and I would present them to the buyers for different companies would come around, somebody from Target or Hot Topic or whatever. They'd come by the booth and be like, can you tell us about soda? We want to know if we need to buy it. And I was like, yeah, if you don't carry it, you're silly, because limited quantities, chance at a chase. Fans aren't going to buy just one. They're going to buy 5. They're going to buy a case of them because they want the chases. And they couldn't fathom that. The buyers of these toy companies that represent, that make the decisions on what they carry at those big chains didn't understand that. Wrong person in the wrong job, in my opinion. And I was shocked at how many times I had to go, think about it. They're going to buy not just one. They're going to buy a bunch. And the quantities are... They didn't get it. Do you play first-person shooters sometimes? Yes, I absolutely freaking love Halo. I think the next playtest for Shrapnel on Epic Store starting soon. Not perfect, but AAA shooter game. I can gift you a box so you can play for free and contacts. So you might get codes for that would be amazing, Robot. Please message me. Best way to message me is on Twitter. If you don't do the Twitter thing, you can send something here on Twitch, and I won't get to it as quickly, but I will get to it. I would love, yeah, thank you. That's amazing. FunkoFan34 says, random question, did Funko stop making masks? I feel like, sadly, they didn't match their expectations. I love them. Yeah, I saw you have them on your wall behind you in the stream. I haven't seen anything on them since they were giving them away for free at the panels a couple years ago, year ago. I haven't seen any new ones made in a while. They were working with a third-party company to manufacture them. I believe that company's name was on there. So my guess is, as part of the slimming down their product lines and focusing on things that were profitable, that one got the hit. Can we sell things in a can? Soda and beer have done really well in that space, and we should be in it. Brian Mariotti, maybe. I like that. Maybe. I remember when a bottle in a vending machine was $1.25. Still mad at prices these days. Now I'm the old guy who says I do it all the time, Inadequate Mass. We'll go somewhere and I'll be like, no, I'm not paying that much for a beer. I'm not paying that much for a soda. Shouldn't be that much. And I'll just not have it. Sweet. Perfect, Rob. As long as you haven't hit the stay off my lawn. Nah, I've never done that, but I'm a landscaper. Always stay off my lawn. FunkoFan34 says, I saw a Zero mask in the background of a Funko cast, but it was never released. Yeah, the company was Disguise. There was a Zero that never came out. I love stuff like that. I may have one or two items that never came out in my collection that I'm probably not supposed to have. Oh, well. What are they going to do now? And no, I won't show one now. This has been fun, gang. But I do have to get off to taking care of some business around the house. Friendly reminder, a surprise week in advance free NFT is available to you guys now. If you want to sign up to get it, I will be distributing it most likely tomorrow. But this is in advance of the Funko drop next Tuesday. I went ahead and created a logo akin to what they made. I am going to change out the hat, however. I'm not 100% happy with it. But I'll get that out to you guys. FunkoFan34, I'll message you in the next couple of days because I have a thought that I think you might find of interest or want to participate in. We'll see. Can't DM you because I'm not... Rob, just start at any... Or what is your Twitter? There we go. Robbot, I got you. That's ROB0DD. People. You got a mutant, an ape. Now, just so you know, Rob, not committing to anything, of course, but also I can't really do PC gaming very well. I'd have to test it. My PC is not set up for that. It's just for streaming. So if this is not a AAA normal release for Xbox, PlayStation, whatever, I may not be able to do it. But do you know? Oh yeah, I've used the AI to create some really cool looking pops. We did it on stream one day here and made some of my fiance Kelly. She's a Browns fan. And we made some that looked really cool, where she was wearing like a Browns hoodie and stuff. It was a lot of fun. I like the hat there where the Funko crown. Yeah, but the design of the one right there is better, and I forgot I had this design that I could utilize. So I think I'm going to take that and implement it in that. The one I put on there, you can't see it up close right here, but I'm not thrilled the way it came out. So I may try some things. Yeah, okay. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for the trip down memory lane. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Good luck. Don't forget about the free NFT. Don't forget about getting your Mickey and Friends coins turned in. Don't forget about getting everything ready for the snapshot tomorrow with Squid Game. Make sure you get everything in order. Follow that checklist that I put on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you get all that done, or else you're going to pay the price when tomorrow afternoon you realize, oh, dang, I forgot. Spread the word. put that in your communities. Tell your friends. Don't let them forget out. We got to help each other because there's Funko and Drop aren't doing a whole lot. Drop does something and reminds people, but they don't always do it. Thank you, Mindy. Yeah, today was fun. I'm looking to see if I had any messages that I'm supposed to... I feel like there was something we were supposed to talk about that we didn't get to today. So people are commenting on my that post where I put out the information about the Mythic Pack. I'm going to have to look back at that. I love... Somebody said, so you can get unlimited? No. It didn't say anything about limiting... Oh, okay. Let's look for somebody else to... All I'd say is the stuff we learned at NFTopia. Yeah, I can't remember what all that is right now, to be honest with you. But I'm sure that'll come up through some of our other streams. I'm not going to be on Friday. I'm not going to be on Tuesday. Next time I see you guys will be more than a week. I'll put that on Twitter as well. But I hope you all have a wonderful week and you have the best of... Hey, Gatos! And you have the best of luck on the Funame drop next week. I hope you all get exactly what you're hoping for, the Mythic Packs if you're trying for them, etc., etc. Looks like there's a really nice guy that I found one afternoon when we were streaming and we did a raid, and his name is Pointy Chin. He's a British fella, and he's playing Fallout 4 today on stream. I want to raid over to him again because I really liked his personality and his he engages with the community. Really, really nice guy. So when we get over to Pointy Chin, let's all drop in with hashtag #SullyRaid, your Nerds Unite emotes, but also take a minute to follow Pointy Chin and check out his content on later streams. So he's playing Fallout 4, so if you watched Fallout and you're interested in the games but you've never played them, might be fun to watch as he does his thing. Zach Bonifer, some people can't do the math and others have trouble reading. That's fair comment. Okay, I'm going to give you all some more Sully Bucks. And then we're going to raid over. I'll give you all 75. Whoa, I almost did 785. I almost hit enter. Oh, so close. We're going to call this even because I gave more than the amount of people here earlier. We're going to raid over to Pointy Chin. Again, hashtag #SullyRaid, your Nerds Unite emotes when we get over there. And be sure to follow him, engage with him, talk to him, have fun with the stream. And I will see you guys in a little over a week. Best of luck on everything. Remember to wash your hands, check in on somebody you love, make sure they're doing okay, and above all else, most importantly, Nerds Unite. Thank you guys. Love you all. Have a good one.